All right, welcome KMA listeners, KMA watchers here on the KMA Extreme, and we got some Week 1 Saturday football here for you. Trevor Mater and Dusty Scahill on the call. We'll be doing 2 games today here up in West Des Moines Valley. Fun little, do they call this like an invitational or sort, something, Trevor?
I believe, Dusty, it is the Battle of the Valleys. So you've got Coon, Rapids-Bayard, who maybe you'd say central side of the state, WACO, Wayland, southeast corner, and then the nightcap, you'll have Turkey Valley, northeast corner, Fremont Mill, southwest corner of the state. So these are 2 teams, probably Coon, Rapids-Bayard, WACO, Wayland. You wouldn't play a home and away, but Valley is a neutral site for what we're calling the Battle of the Valleys here today.
Yeah, not a chance we're going to play a home and away there because what do we got travel-wise?
Couple hours,
you think
I know.
3 hours, 4 hours between some of these teams? But, hey, we're almost ready to get this thing underway. We're ready to get set off here. WACO will be kicking off to Coon Rapids, heading from right to left at this beautiful West Des Moines Valley Stadium. Fun stuff here. Going to be going on in 8-man football. Like I said, this is going to be Week 1, and it's going to be an ironic situation here because WACO is actually 1-0 already going into this Week 1 matchup. They won last week versus, let's see here, Central City. Big victory there for WACO, and there he goes kickoff. A spiral off a kickoff, which is kind of a bit rare. Scooped up there at the 10-yard line. Nice move made there by Caden Oswald. Oswald takes it all the way down. They're already inside the 20-yard line to start things off here for Coon Rapids.
Caden Oswald, a state medalist in the sprints for Coon Rapids-Bayard. He's got speed. As they work through their offense today, Coach Chris Moore is going to try to find ways to utilize Oswald's offense, and they utilize his speed, and they utilize it there with the big kick return, and now the Crusaders in business inside the 20-yard line.
So he scooped it up about the 10-yard line, took it all the way down to the, let's see here, about the 18-yard line. So that's where we'll be starting off here.
Worth noting, Caden's brother Wyatt, the starting quarterback.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're going to say Oswald a lot today. So Oswald, the quarterback, will take it on the student body pretty much to the right, but the whole WACO left side of the defense takes him down. So that will be a loss of 1 there for Oswald.
In talking to Coon Rapids-Bayard head coach Chris Moore earlier this week, one thing he mentioned is they're going to run the ball probably significantly more than they're going to throw the ball, and they want to be able to run to open up the pass. Maybe that's kind of the cliche, but we see that on the first play going student body right with the older Oswald, pounding the rock there on first down.
So it will be 2nd and 10. They're going to give him actually a gain of 0 on that one. Play action. Oswald's going to go back to throw. He's actually going to scramble. Does have some green in front of him. He's going to get a first down and then some. Takes it all the way down to the goal line.
I think he's about
hits the truck stick and gets down to the 1-yard line. So nice scramble there from the senior quarterback, Wyatt Oswald.
They put Gavin Heiderscheid in motion. I thought maybe he would be their lead blocker on a sweep outside, but instead Oswald makes the play with his legs, and he's got the Crusaders knocking on the goal line here on this first drive after that big kick return.
Yeah, we got a kick return in 2 plays, and Coon Rapids is already threatening on the goal line. Going to do a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Wyatt Oswald. Coon Rapids wastes no time taking the lead.
Wyatt Oswald showed some things with his legs a year ago, had 5 rushing touchdowns, gets one to start things, and I don't know that you could have drawn up a much better start for Coach Chris Moore's squad as they strike on the big special teams play and then able to run the ball well.
Yeah, the only thing better is he goes, hey, let's just have Caden Oswald take it on that kickoff, and we don't even have to get our offense out there. So sort of a, swinging gate / split in half kind of situation. They're going to go for 2. They're going to get it to Oswald. He's going to give it to Caden Oswald, but doesn't quite get in. Interesting setup, interesting play there. A little bit of a trickery, but it does not happen. WACO's there to stop it, so it will be 6-0. They're going on the first drive for the Coon Rapids Crusaders. 6-0, they get it done there. 10:41 left in this first quarter. Going to be a kickoff coming up here. Coon Rapids going to be kicking to WACO right after this.
Back in 30 on the KMA video stream.
Is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
All right, welcome back here. 10:41 left in the first quarter, and this Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders waste no time there on that first drive. Take a nice long kick return to the 10, to the 15, and then in 2 plays, they get it in there from a touchdown from Wyatt Oswald. A little pop kick here from Coon Rapids, and it is fielded by the Waco Warriors. So they will start theirs on the 43-yard line.
So it'll end up being the 37, it looks like, with the 8-man field.
Yeah, there's no 40s, is there? Yeah.
Yes, it takes a while to get accustomed to it. Actually ended up being looks like the 33-yard line will be where they spotted. Tyler Moore, the kicker for Coon Rapids-Bayard, he was an all-district offensive lineman for the Crusaders a year ago, the kicker for them. And now Waco Wayland, good field position to start this first drive for them.
So back in that shotgun position, 2 receivers to his right, does have a man put in motion. High snap. They do gather it down, and actually the running back ends up in his hands. I'm not even sure if that's exactly what was supposed to happen, but he makes the most of it. That's going to be a run there by, is it Heisengay automatically? No, that's kind of a smaller one. That's going to be Samo, I believe.
Yep, so it was not loud in Heisengay, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, he's much bigger. Heisengay is about 6'2", 200 pounds nearly. And so that'll be Gage Samo on that first run for the Waco Warriors. Bad snap, ends up getting kind of a improvisation play and goes for a first down.
Hey, it all counts the same. Positive gain for the Warriors, moves the chains, and now they're in Coon Rapids-Bayard territory.
So shotgun, now got 3 receivers out there.
Quick pass.
Broken up there.
Yeah, it looked like kind of in there. I didn't want to go back to Samo, and it was just a little too much on that from the quarterback, Clayton Miller, who is just have a little bit of experience to his name coming into this year. Just a little too much on it through the hands as they tried to go to Samo.
So it was broken up there by Caden Oswald. He was there on the coverage.
2nd and 10, always a very interesting spot. Definitely when you're in good territory offensively. See what Coach Chad Edeker draws up here.
4 receivers here out there, and then we're going to do a quarterback keeper. He gets around 2 men, gets to the edge, steps out of bounds. Looks like he's going to get a gain of nothing pretty much on the play. Going to be 3rd and long coming up here for the Warriors. Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of nothing.
You're taught as a defender, Dusty, when you've got a runner going to the outside, you want to make sure you can kind of force them out, not let them cut back in. And the Coon Rapids-Bayard defense did a good job of making Miller kind of widen that probably more than he wanted to. Ideally, he probably would have liked to, on the keeper, cut in on the hash and be able to stay in bounds. But now a big 3rd down coming up for Waco Wayland.
Even a kind of a loss of half a yard here. So we're in shotgun once again. Sends a receiver in motion. That is Samo in motion. They're going to give it to him on a jet sweep, and he does have the edge. But, hey, kind of a good job of keeping that outside edge was the defender for Coon Rapids on the other side. Forces him to cut in, and they made a tackle from behind. Going to force a 4th down.
And on jet sweeps, it's so pivotal to make contact early on defensively because even if you don't make the tackle, maybe you can kind of slow down. I mean, jet sweeps are all about speed and rhythm. And, Coon Rapids-Bayard makes a little bit of contact, that able to kind of close things up, and now a 4th down coming up for the Waco Wayland offense.
All right, we spread out here. They're going to go for it, of course. 4 receivers. Going to go back for a pass. That is Heisengay on the catch, and that's going to be a fumble or an incomplete. They're going to call it incomplete.
Yeah, I believe there's no football move rule at the high school level, and that was all bang-bang. Either way, it was going to get blown up, and it looks like it was going to be a turnover on downs regardless. But a good stand for the Coon Rapids-Bayard defense. They give up the short field on the I don't know if you call it an onside kick, but the short kick, and now they'll go to work again.
So, I mean, like we said on that first one for Coon Rapids, kind of couldn't have written up better. And so once you kind of give up good field position, really only gave about 15 yards up there. And so you get the ball back on your second drive and kind of want more success here on your second drive if you're Coach Moore and the Crusaders.
Also under center for the first time.
Tight formation here from Coon Rapids as well. They're going to do a end-around kind of thing from the H-back. He does break a tackle, gets brought down. That's going to be Ethan Bauer on the run. Bauer advances it for about 7 yards.
Yeah, so Coon Rapids-Bayard, a lot today will rely on the Oswald brothers. They do have Ethan Bauer that I know Coach Moore has talked about seeing in some different roles. Also other guys you might see as well offensively. But positive yardage, always the name of the game on first down. And Coon Rapids-Bayard gets that with a gain of 7.
There it is. So it's going to be 2nd and 3, long 3 for the Crusaders coming up. Another tight formation under center for Oswald. Going to be a sweep to Caden Oswald. He cuts it back up the middle, and he's got some green. Broke a couple tackles, got some good blocks, and he advances all the way down to the 12-yard line. Nice job there.
Yeah, Oswald, I think the original plan might have been bounce that outside. He saw the clearing inside and able to, again, to put on the Jets. And this Coon Rapids-Bayard offense, Dusty, I know it's a small sample size so far, but they've looked pretty sharp up to this point.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, especially for being the one team that hasn't played a game yet. They've been pretty smooth operation here so far. So they got the ball 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line, 12, 13-yard line, somewhere in there. But they do have a receiver split out to the left wide. Oswald in the shotgun pistol formation. Quick pass out to that receiver. He does make the catch, hauls it in.
Heiderscheit.
It is from Gavin Heiderscheit, the junior receiver. Gets it for about 3 or 4 yards. Going to call it 4 there.
So, again, positive yardage on 1st down. And now, I mean, you've got the playbook open if you're Coach Chris Moore. I'd imagine we're going to see the ball in Caden Oswald's hands on 2nd down.
So it advances it down to the 9-yard line, gate of 3 or 4. 2nd and 6 to go. Giving it off to Caden Oswald, I believe that's who it is. He does lean forward, gets it down there to the 3-yard line. Nice little run there from the smaller size Caden Oswald.
Yeah, Oswald is just, been able to, kind of hit his stride before even there being contact applied. And when you're a runner that relies on speed, when you can get to that top speed, going to put you in a good spot. And now you've got, if you're Coach Chris Moore, you've got 4 plays to get 3 yards here. You like where you're at.
Yeah, most definitely. How much do you think that temporary goalpost they put in is going to get utilized today?
Maybe a little bit.
Shotgun split formation. They're going to let Oswald go up the middle. He does fall forward. Might be a little bit short, even though he did fall forward. Give him a gain of 1.5.
Wyatt Oswald just, from up here, and we're quite a ways away from the field, he looks like what you would expect a running quarterback to look like, definitely at the 8-man level. Got a tall, large stature to him, and now you've got 3 plays to get 1 yard. You like where you're at even more now if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard.
So Coon Rapids does sub in a player for a player. They're going to go a little bit bigger here. Tight formation under center. Just going to go forward with that quarterback sneak, try to plunge it in, and they do fall forward. That whole pile, touchdown. Wyatt Oswald, that's going to be his first touchdown of the day.
And the Coon Rapids-Bayard offense just continues to look really sharp early on. Is that his first or second? Did he
I thought Caden was the first one. You're right, it was. Yeah, you're right, it was Wyatt. That is his second already today. So, yeah, my apologies, Wyatt. I gave it to your brother, didn't mean to. So we're going to go for a 2-point conversion again, trying to get this play call in. Coach Moore does send it in there. Breaking the huddle. We got a play clock somewhere, Trevor, that we can see. Oh, there we go, right by the pole post. We got 7 seconds left, plenty of time here. Oswald reads the D. They're going to do a quick snap there to the wingback, actually. Oswald was in shotgun formation. They do a sideways snap. It kind of fooled me for a bit, but they stop Ethan Bauer. Conversion no good.
Couldn't have asked for a much better start if you're the Crusaders.
Yeah, 12-0, 7:21 in that first quarter. About ready to get that kickoff once again and see what approach they take on that kickoff here. If that was just a trying to catch WACO on a little bit of a surprise, or if they're going to go for a traditional long kickoff. Let's go ahead and take a quick 30 here. Trevor will be back after this. 12-0, Coon Rapids-Bayard over WACO.
Nutrien Ag Solutions takes the responsibility of growing seriously. As a leader in the ag sector, they provide their customers with complete agriculture solutions, including nutrients, crop protection products, seed, service, and digital tools for optimum customer success. Talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex. Nutrien Ag Solutions, transforming agriculture and feeding the future.
So here we are back, KMA Extreme. Dusty Scahill, Trevor Mader on the call. We're up here in West Des Moines Valley watching this 8-man matchup. Coon Rapids-Bayard up 12-0 on WACO. They're going to do another pooch kick here with their kicker. There's going to be almost fair caught, but nobody for WACO even moved once it got caught, and the Coon Rapids punt team gets all over them. That's where they're going to start, going to be about the 34-yard line.
It was Tyler Rogers that caught that. I think we see 1 or 2 more of those. Dusty, you're going to see Coach Chad Edeker of WACO Wayland maybe tell his team, hey, if you're not one of our hands guys, so to speak, when that's up in the air, just call for the fair catch and let's get on with the offense. Because, again, you're setting up in good field position are the Warriors.
So WACO comes out. Now they do have Heisengay there back beside Clayton Miller, the quarterback. Samo in motion. They're going to give it off to Heisengate, the big running back here, but he is gang tackled there. Nice tackle there by Tyler Moore. Brought down. They do give him some good forward progress. Going to give him probably 3 yards there.
It landed Heisengate, a very, very talented wrestler, was a state medalist in Class 1A, 190 pounds this past year. Been a part of some really good Waco Wayland football teams over the last couple seasons. State runners-up back in 2022, state quarterfinalist in 2021. So you're going to go with the shotgun here.
Same thing, shotgun, runner to the right. They're actually going to drop back. Miller's going to try to find a receiver off the hands. Could not connect with Isaac Rich. That's going to be up a third down, 3rd and 8 to go now for the Waco Warriors. Coach Edeker is going to have to figure something out here if you got to get that ball chipped away and not have these long to-go situations when it comes to 3rd and 4th down.
Again, it looked like Miller maybe a little too much zing on that one, and if he hits Rich in stride with a little touch, that's a big play for the Warriors, but now I'd say probably 2 plays to get 8 yards.
Yeah, 3rd and 8, man, they don't do too much punting when you're at midfield, so yeah, probably a 2-play situation. Clayton Miller goes for that option, does option to Heisengate, makes one man miss, makes a second man miss, gets that first down before he gets taken out of bounds. So nice hard run there by Heisengate, gets that first down for Waco.
Good speed option play there. Clayton Miller able to hit I think it's the R1 button if you're playing NCAA football, get the pitch to Heisengate, who moves the chains.
So from the Waco 36 to the Coon Rapids 36, 1st and 10 for Waco. Break the huddle, got 3 wide receivers, 2 to his left. Heisengate actually in a short tight end situation, so empty backfield. They are going to have Heisengate come through on that end around, though. He does get a couple yards. Good forward progress on first down. That's pretty much what Coach Ediger wants out of this offense.
Now, I can't tell from up here if it actually left the hand of Miller like it was a little touch pass or if it's a handoff, but nonetheless, it's a couple-yard gain for this Waco Wayland offense who needs to get something going. Still a lot of ball game left to be played, but you haven't shown that you can stop Coon Rapids-Bayard right now. At the bare minimum, you might want to get on the board and see if you can gear yourself up for a shootout.
Last week versus Central City, Clayton Miller did put the ball in the air 21 times, so they're not versed to doing it, but they're going to hand it off to Heisengate here again. Makes one man miss, falls forward, lunges towards the 26-yard line. It's going to be close to see if he gets a first down or not.
Yeah, again, Landon Heisengate able to use his speed, his size, his kind of strength to turn what could have only been a 2 or 3 yard gain into about a 6 or 7 yard gain. And
they are going to give him a first down, moving the chains. So 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line here. Miller has a strong right formation, 2 receivers and a running back to his right. They're going to go back for a pass. Miller's going to let it go, lobs it up towards the middle. He is connected and catches it. That's going to be a touchdown. Nice catch there by Samo.
Good answer by Waco Wayland. Go right down the field. You probably felt like if you were Coach Edeker, this had to be your best drive because the last thing you want to do is potentially go down 3 scores if you can't get a stop. Obviously, you got to take advantage of the short field you're going to get on the short kicks, and they're able to mix the run and pass to get it done, Dusty.
So it's 12-6 here at the moment. Waco lining up. They're actually going to look like they're going to go for this extra point situation. So maybe in the second half, that temporary goalpost will get moved or will get used. But they do have almost like an up back there, and Heisengate, he's going to step up, choose what side he wants to go to. Coon Rapids will load the other side there. They have an opportunity to block it, but they don't get it down. And so good hold, good kick. And that's going to be a 7-12 ball game now. Waco scores and gets that extra point.
We'll be back in 30 here on the KMA video stream, KMAland.com.
For 30 years, Chat Mobility has provided Southwest Iowa with the latest technology and a high-speed nationwide network. More importantly, Chat Mobility provides real customer service that you can only get from a local company. When you choose Chat Mobility, we take the time to answer all of your questions and to make sure you're totally comfortable with your phone. You'll have peace of mind knowing that we are here to help with any concerns you may have going forward. Real hometown customer service only from Chat Mobility.
All right, welcome back here. West Des Moines Valley hosting an 8-man football matchup. Waco just answered back, going down 12-0 here early on in the first quarter. Put together a nice little drive, mixed the run and the pass. Eventually capped that drive off with a 26-yard pass from Clayton Miller to Gage Samo for a touchdown. Senior to senior on that connection. They get the extra point, so now they're down 12-7 and kicking off here with 5:40 left in the first quarter. much like mini 8-man game, Trevor, this is going to be a back-and-forth affair, I feel.
Yeah, it's early on, but right now we've seen 4 offensive possessions and 3 touchdowns. I've done a lot of 8-man games over the years where you think it's going to be a shootout early on, and it ends up, not. And there's times where you think it's not going to be, and it ends up being. But right now, all signs indicating this could be a shootout here in West Des Moines today.
So Waco is going to kick it off deep. They do get a return there from Bauer. Bauer takes it to the 15 or so yard line. So that's where Coon Rapids-Bayard will start there on their own 15-yard line after that minimal return.
So Coon Rapids-Bayard, they've been able to run the ball pretty efficiently so far through the first 2 drives. Now, if you're Waco Wayland defense, you've seen what Coon Rapids-Bayard is going to do now. It's all about, can you adjust to it?
And this is definitely the farthest back they've started on that compared to their first 2 drives. That first one, they got a kick return all the way down to the inside the 10-yard line. Next drive, they had a turnover on down situation, so it was about midfield. This one, they're starting back on their own 15-yard line, a little bit more of a higher hill to climb.
Busy backfield, it looks like, for CRB.
Does get that shotgun, takes it, tries to do a student body to the left, and it's going to be brought down for a loss there on that run from Oswald.
I thought maybe Oswald, with 3 guys in the backfield, you were going to see some sort of triple option or a chance for Oswald to pitch it, but then I believe it was Bauer was back there with him, kind of stayed tight on that student body, and they'll call it a 3-yard loss for the Coon Rapids-Bayard offense.
So it'd be 2nd, 13 to go. First backwards move, I believe, that's really been significant here for the Crusaders. Coach Moore. Line up Oswald in that shotgun split back formation. They're going to go either side with this balance. They're going to do a pass. Looks like they're trying to set up some sort of screen. Oswald scrambles away from it. He's going to tuck it and run and just do it all himself. And he splits 2 people. I thought they might be calling a blindside block here. So at the moment, Wyatt Oswald scrambles for a gain of about 10, but I think they might be calling a blindside block here on the Crusaders.
Oswald, there was a really good rush brought on by Waco Wayland. That was Tyler Rogers that got home. Oswald, showing his athleticism, able to scramble out of it, turned into what probably would have been a 4 or 5 yard gain, but then the block coming in that is probably going to warrant a penalty and neutralize that play.
Ooh, Trevor, or at West Des Moines Valley, we're going to get a audio version of this from the ref?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So that penalty will draw them back. They were on the 12, probably going back to the 6 now after that penalty.
So now it'll be
2nd and 19.
They said the 9-yard line is where they'll spot it. So, yeah, it'll be 2nd and 15,
Yeah,
I
2nd
believe.
and 15.
It's a big opportunity for the Waco Wayland defense if you can get off the field here.
Yeah, and like we've said just a minute ago, in these 8-man games, they go back and forth. Also does the momentum swing back and forth sometimes. As long as the score is tight enough, it's really anybody's ball game. So it is 2nd, 15 to go, 16 to go for the Crusaders. Oswald will be under center. Does not get the snap cleanly, and I think Waco hopped on it, and they do. That's going to be a fumble.
Man, that's a backbreaker. Oswald almost, I think, tried to give it before he completely had it, and I did Harlan Lewis Central last night, Dusty, and that was one thing that Harlan really kind of doomed them. They had a couple of center quarterback exchanges not go their way, and now Coon Rapids-Bayard has that happen as well, and now Coach Chris Moore going to take a timeout.
All right. Like we said, momentum's going heavily in one way, so Coach Moore is going to try to stop that momentum as much as possible. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 4:30 left in the first quarter. Coon Rapids-Bayard up 12-7 over the Waco Warriors. We'll be back right after this on this KMA Extreme.
Reliable internet matters to you, and it matters to FMTC too. So what does reliable look like? At FMTC, reliable means 99% uptime. And if there's a problem, we measure resolution in minutes, not hours or days. You need bandwidth, and FMTC has it. Up to 1 gig. Our fiber internet offers equal download and upload speeds, in addition to being unlimited and reliable. FMTC Fiber, internet worth talking about.
Sure what you want to do with your life? Feel like your job is at a standstill? Get your foot in the door with area manufacturing companies at Iowa Western Community College's SEAM program. Sign up now in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing through IWCC. Classes are just 2 early evenings a week with holidays and summers off. Improve your current skills and learn new ones that will give you a new career or even enhance your current one. For more information on SEAM, contact IWCC's Clarinda Center at 712-542-5117.
All right, welcome back to Mid-Saturday Football Week 1 here in high school action. We had the Waco Warriors just get a fumble recovery, and they are already threatening with goal to go here, trying to either tie this ball game up or take the lead. They do put Gage Samo in motion. It looks like it's going to be a false start, so good start, but they're going to have to march back 5 yards.
Turnovers and penalties, those will get you. And, Waco Wayland's still in a really good spot at the ball on the 14-yard line after that procedure penalty.
So it will be first and goal to go, but from the 14-yard line for the Warriors. They did score last time on a 26-yard touchdown pass from Miller to Samo. Like I said earlier, Miller put the ball up 21 times last week, so they'll definitely throw the ball around here for the Warriors. They're going to do a jet sweep fake, and they're going to do a run-pass option. And Miller does a good job of reading the defenders and gets it out of his hands quick and gets it to Isaac Rich for a touchdown pass.
I love that play design, Dusty, because there's so many things going on there. You've got Gage Samo going in motion right to left. Fake the jet sweep to him. Clayton Miller rolls out. That forces defenders to make a choice. One, if you bid on the fake, you're in trouble. Now you have to come up and respect Miller as a thrower. You got Isaac Rich over the top, and just like that, Waco's on top.
Senior to senior there. That's how you can trust it if you are Coach Edeker. And it's a blocked kick situation. Yeah, nice job from Coon Rapids to load up one side and block that kick. So, a tie ball game then. Oh, no, it is not 13-12. Yeah, I thought it was 12-12. You're right, 13-12 here. So, Waco does take the lead on that touchdown pass from Miller to Rich. So, 13-12, 4:23 left. Waco getting ready to kick off to Coon Rapids. We'll go ahead and take a quick one right back. We'll be back after this here on this Saturday afternoon, 8-man football here on the KMA Extreme.
This is Sid with Schaff Ag near Trainer. I'm learning all of the ins and outs of agronomy with my dad, Shane. I've learned that Pioneer seed is second to none and that they back that up with proven products and yields. I've also learned that if our customers have a question or a concern, we'll work until we figure out the answer or solution. I'm learning all of this because at Schaff Ag, we've made a commitment, and that commitment is our family helping yours. Call Shane at 712-520-1333.
All right, welcome back here. Like we said, mid-afternoon Saturday football. Rarity here for Iowa high school football, but we got a good game going on here already. It is 13-12, the Waco Warriors over the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders. Waco has scored two touchdowns unanswered after Coon Rapids went up 2 scores. So back and forth affair, and Waco kicks it off deep. Will be not received there from Caden Oswald, so they will start there. Trevor, it's 8-man football. It's got a rare field situation. We only got 80 yards to go. Is that a 15-yard start?
Yep, it'll start. The 15-yard line will be where any touchbacks in the 8-man game will go out to.
So that's where Coon Rapids will start this drive.
I suppose you haven't seen as many 8-man games in your lifetime as I have.
I did a couple last year. I think I did 2 on the Nebraska side and then 2 Fremont Mills games last year. I did 3. I did Sydney East Mills as well. So, yeah, I should know this by now.
I grew up watching it, so this is like second nature to me.
Snap to Wyatt Oswald, hands it off to Caden Oswald, and that's how they kind of got their yards on the first 2 drives. Going right back to it there. Going to be a nice 8-yard rush there from the sophomore.
And staying ahead of the chains on first down, key, and you're out of the shadow of your own end zone now after a positive first down gain. So playbook wide open on 2nd and 2. Coon Rapids-Bayard's not thrown a pass yet, have they?
Well, that's a good.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, they got one for 3 yards apparently earlier. So that will be a handoff end around. Kane Oswald's got nowhere to go. I thought he was down for a second. Luckily, he gets about 2 more yards back of that, but that's still nonetheless going to be a tackle for loss. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, the Waco defense got home. I don't know if somebody missed a block or if they just sniffed that out, but Oswald did a good job turning what could have been like a 5 or 6 yard loss into only a 2-yard loss. But now you've got a 3rd and 4. This might be one where you go play action.
Also don't know how good your punt team is, but it's just always a situation for going for it no matter what situation if you're Coach Moore. But this is about the place in 8-man football where you might think about punt if you don't get something significant here. They're going to hand it off to Oswald, but he's going to take that option out of the play and get a first down. Nice move and falling forward for the first down. Nice 5-yard run there from the sophomore running back.
And a very big defensive play made by Gage Samo. If he doesn't chop the tree that is the legs of Caden Oswald, there's a chance Oswald's still running because that was the only defender that had a chance.
Under the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, 13-12, Waco with that 1-point lead. Coon Rapids got their first down here on this drive, trying to get back here at least on the other side of the field, if not more, for Coach Moore. Under the center, tight.
Last time they were
tight
under center,
formation here. That's a good point. Here they hand it off to Bauer. Bauer does get a past the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Probably a gain of 2 or so.
So again, positive gain on first down.
That is the key. If on first down, you got to get something.
Definitely. I mean, it sounds cliche, right? And maybe obvious. You always want to move forward, but definitely, if you're an offense that's predicated on running the football, getting behind the chains is the absolute worst thing you can do, whether that be with a negative play or a penalty of any sorts. I mean, 2nd and 8's a lot better than 2nd and 12 or 2nd and 13.
Also, you got to be moving forward, and sometimes you got to go those runs up the middle because their big gains are, getting both Oswalds out in space. So sometimes you got to put Bauer up the middle just to show them something different. So 2nd and 8 to go. They do a nice little end around pound, like a counter kind of play there to Bauer, and Bauer slips in, kind of an element of surprise, gets it down to a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to give it the backfield, but Bauer on the counter getting another tote for him, a couple touches for him on this drive. And just shy of the first down by like a yard.
So 3rd and 1 to go.
Run it.
It's going to be a run up the middle, and Wyatt Oswald will get that first down. He brings it down right at midfield to that 40-yard line.
Oswald stepped out of a tackle. I think he would have had the first down regardless, but kind of steps out and able to fall forward. When you've got a tall, strong-bodied quarterback, that's one of the things they can do sometimes is maybe turn what would have been 3-yard gains into 5-yard gains just by being able to fall forward or extend themselves out. And Coon Rapids-Bayard moving the chains here in the final moments of the first quarter.
Like Trevor said, Wyatt Oswald, pretty big, 6'1", 180, and can run fast. That's a weapon here for especially 8-man football, but really any form of football here in the state of Iowa. We're going to break that huddle. We're going to spread it out here. Crusaders got 3 linemen, 4 receivers.
Yeah, it felt like quick pass.
Quick pass to Caden Oswald. Makes one man miss. Gets pushed out of bounds, but not after advancing it about 8 yards there.
Yeah, you haven't really seen anything from Coon Rapids-Bayard that made you think they were going to go over the top of the defense or anything. But, I mean, they want to get Caden Oswald out in space and let him make a play. And then they get that there as he picks up 8 yards. And just like that, Coon Rapids-Bayard into Waco territory in the final minute.
Of the first quarter.
Yes.
So Oswald breaks that huddle. Going to be in that pistol formation with Caden Oswald behind him. One receiver out wide to the left. High snap, but he does gather. They're going to go that receiver out to the wide side. He does have a step, and that's Heiderscheid. That's his second catch of the game, and that's a completion. Nice ball. Got behind the defense, and they take it down to a 1st and goal to go from the 2-yard line.
So I take back everything I said about not going over the top because that's exactly what they did. Heiderscheid got behind the defense, makes them pay.
That was the last play, though. You said you didn't think they were going to do in the last play. 30-yard gain there for the Crusaders.
And now your playbook is wide open. I'm going to guess you just let Wyatt Oswald keep it here.
Yeah, that's what the strategy was on one of their other touchdowns. Worked out to him just fine. They got 19 seconds left in this first quarter before we're going to flip it around. Oswald in that pistol formation. Same formation. They're just going to flip it around a bit. Oswald's going to keep it, no doubt, and waltz right in, no problem. Touchdown, Crusaders. They take the lead, 18-13 at the moment.
Touchdown number 3 for Wyatt Oswald. That's a good season for some people, and he's got that in a quarter.
Yeah, he's got 25 yards rushing already, 3 touchdowns. They got 10 seconds left here in that first quarter on that kickoff. We'll see what winds down here, but not going to flip the field quite yet. Crusaders lining up for that 2-point conversion once again, trying to get it to a 20-point. Shotgun, split back. They're going to not know exactly where they're going. I wonder if Caden Oswald went the wrong way a little bit. He does get around, and, man, does he make something out of nothing? He does not. He
quite.
Steps out of bounds. Conversion, no good. A little bit of confusion on that handoff. Kind of might have took him a step back slower than he was going to go, but nonetheless does not convert. So it'll be 18-13. 3 touchdowns and only 3 6-pointers here for the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders. But they take the lead here almost at the end of the first quarter. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll bring you back for the kickoff here. Coon Rapids-Bayard 18, Waco 13 on the KMA Extreme.
Salvage in Bartlett is no stranger to the ups and downs of owning and operating a small business. But no matter how much changes on their end, there's one thing that will always stay the same for their customers. It's cash. Call for the best scrap metal prices in the area and go ahead and test their unloading times. Then, when all is said and done, that's right, leave with cash. J-Dog Salvage, Bartlett, Iowa, 402-290-3124. That's 402-290-3124.
All right, welcome back here. So third touchdown, so it's going to be the third kickoff for Coon Rapids. First 2 are just kind of little pooch kicks here from Tyler Moore, the kickoff specialist for the Crusaders, to see if they do much of the same. Really, Waco hasn't adjusted it yet. They're about the same. They're kind of realizing that's what they've done now. They're going to do the on-the-ground variety. I believe that
Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers says he's recovered all 3 of the kickoffs. Poor guy did not know that was what his Saturday was going to be full of. But that goes right to midfield, and that is where the Waco Warriors will start their drive.
And we'll see as the game goes on if Coach Chad Edeker, if maybe they try to put like their quote-unquote hands team out there. But, I mean, you're getting good field position every time they do this.
Yeah, what an advantage to really have. I mean, not going to try to kick it long at all. Just maybe the kick coverage team isn't the best either for them. I mean, well, I never did mention this. I mean, it's 17 players I counted in pads for the Crusaders, and it's doubled up on that other side. So maybe even just trying to save some bodies a little bit for the Crusaders. Miller's going to go back to the pass. He rolls to his right, does give it up the middle, and then kind of threads the needle and finds Rich there for another catch. Nice pitch and catch there from Miller to Rich.
And that'll end the quarter. By the way, before we go to the quarter break, Dusty, that's everything they teach you not to do. If you're rolling right, don't throw across the middle of the field, but he threads the needle. And once again, Waco in Coon Rapids-Bayard territory, and we've got a shootout right now.
He said shootout 18-13 after that first quarter, 5 touchdowns already per quarter. That's going to be interesting here if that keeps going. It's going to be Coon Rapids 18, Waco 13. We'll be back right after this to bring you the second quarter after they flip the field around.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Agricultural business majors at Northwest Missouri State University gain the knowledge and the experiences of agriculture as well as business foundations. Northwest's faculty focuses on 4 core areas: agricultural finance, agricultural marketing, agricultural policy, and economics of agricultural production. Career opportunities in this field at Northwest include agricultural sales representative, grain merchandising, agricultural lender, operations manager, and claims adjuster. Find out more about an agricultural business major at Northwest Missouri State University.
All right, welcome back to the KMA Extreme. We got Saturday football here, 8-man football. 18-13, Coon Rapids leading Waco here at the very beginning of the second quarter. 2nd and 4 to go. Coon Rapids is at the 34-yard line. Miller sends a man in motion, fakes it to Samo. They're going to have Miller go to that right side. Bad angles there taken from Coon Rapids. Got blown by 2 guys, and he does end up getting that first down. Takes it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Starting to a nice first down there for Waco. That's a good run there from Clayton Miller.
Yeah, that's, I think, their first design quarterback run they've had with him. And, they haven't ran the ball actually a lot so far, but a good gain sets up a first down. And again, we got somebody knocking on the door of the end zone as Waco Wayland to the Coon Rapids-Bayard 23-yard line.
So it will be 1st and 10, 23-yard line. Waco trying to answer back after Coon Rapids just scored their own touchdown, seeing if they can do the same. Miller in that shotgun formation. Goes back to pass, delivers the ball on the out pattern to Samo. Samo does a good job of hauling it in and gets that first down. Nice pitch and catch there from the Warriors.
Yeah, they had also another receiver kind of in the area, kind of a deeper threat. I believe that was Niles Reichenbach, but maybe the attention drawn to him allowed Samo on the out pattern to have some space. And again, the passing offense looking crisp for Waco Wayland right now.
Nice 13-yard gain, first down. They're going to say goal to go, so no first down can be attained here from the Warriors. They got two receivers going out to the right. Big Heisengay, the running back, on the other side. Oh, the snap came a little bit premature, but they dealt with it. And the Coon Rapids-Bayard defense stops him right there. It gives him a gain of nothing. Nice stop there from Ethan Bauer.
Yeah, they had Samo in motion. Their goal, I don't know if it was going to be a jet sweep, or we saw earlier kind of the jet sweep turn into an RPO. We'll never know where Coach Edeker was going in that, but I think it's safe to say that play did not go quite the way they wanted to with the premature snap.
Loudon Heisengay, nothing there. Gain just the exact same spot on the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. Shotgun, empty backfield, 1 to the left, 3 to the right here. See how Coon Rapids covers this up. They're going to go back for a true pass, a really high pass to the back of the end zone, and good defense, but no, not good enough. They're going to catch Ethan Bauer there on a pass interference, having to guard the receiver for the Warriors. Kind of had his back to the ball, made some contact, and that's going to be probably a penalty taken to the 5-yard line now for the Warriors.
That's a really tough one to take if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard, because it was going to be a tough catch for Heisengay to make. Now, he was going to be in bounds, and also it's worth noting there is really no such thing as uncatchable when it comes to pass interference in the high school game. So, yeah.
And sure, I mean, they do give him 5 more yards, but I think it's probably even more valuable for the Warriors is it's first down now as well.
No, not the high school game.
Oh, they don't do that?
Nope, it is not an automatic first down at the high school game.
Oh, well, there we go. Schooled again.
Yeah, I once did a Missouri game where it was like 4th and 19, and they were going to get beat for a big play, so they took the DPI, so they would have to go do 4th down again.
Option there, going to get the pitch off, but nice defense there. The defender, that's Oswald, made him pitch and then made the tackle on Heisengay, so all-around good play there from the sophomore linebacker. Looks like a gain of nothing. Really good defensive play there from Caden Oswald. So it'll be 3rd and goal to go now.
I'd give the ball to Loudon Heisengay at least one more time, maybe twice.
And Samo hasn't touched the ball on this one either. He's kind of good for a jet sweep or even a pass pattern. I guess he caught that 13-yard pass pattern, but on this goal-to-go situation, he hasn't touched it. A little bit of a late substitution going in. They got Niles Reichenbach coming in real late. That's the first time I've seen him in action today. Empty formation there. Going to go back for a true pass, though. Going to try to deliver on the slant pattern, and they did get the catch. That Rich again.
That was Rich. And what a job by him to high point the football. Not the tallest of receivers, but makes a nice jumping snag. And just like that, Waco Wayland is back on top.
So that's going to be Isaac Rich's 2nd touchdown catch of the day, of the half. So that does give them the lead, 19-18. Lining up for that extra point on the kick.
Left-footed kicker, by the way.
Love it. That's what I am, too. Respect to him. And that is Reichenbach, I believe, on the kick. Yep. And they're going to say that's no good. Pulled it to the right, so just kind of pulled the whole thing. So that will be 19-18. That classic football score that you always see, Trevor. 19-18, 10:51 left in this first half. Will be a kickoff from Waco going to Coon Rapids right after this. Thank you for listening to Saturday Football KMA Extreme. We'll bring you even more action right after this.
OSI is considered a premier global food provider by many of the world's leading brands. OSI delivers leading-edge food solutions for product development as well as processing. Much of it is done from their Oakland, Iowa plant. Being a leader in the industry allows OSI Oakland to give back to their communities by sponsoring area high school events, offering special programs for veterans, and other community outreach programs. Well, to learn more, visit osigroup.com and search for the Oakland, Iowa location.
All right, welcome back. 19-18. The Waco Warriors just took a lead on that touchdown pass from Clayton Miller to Isaac Rich. About ready to kick off here to Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids does have Caden Oswald back. I don't believe that is Ethan Bauer beside him over there. Number 3 looks like Landon Cook might be the other receiving back for the Crusaders. Deep kickoffs have been happening from Waco. Niles Reichenbach able to boot it deep. Actually got a touchback last time.
Yeah, and they're going to want that. The last thing you want to do is probably kick it to Caden Oswald.
They proved that in the very first run back. Oswald took it all the way down inside the 10. He does receive it here, so he's going to have that opportunity. Does get one man to miss, gets another man on the stiff arm, and there he is. He's got some green. Luckily, he saw Loudon Heisengate coming and just said, I'm going to do a business move, and we're going to take the ball on the 35-yard line near midfield.
Yeah, Heisengate did a good job of understanding the angle and where he was because, I mean, if he's just a sliver more to the right, Oswald's probably able to get to the right side, and if he gets to the edge, who knows. But nonetheless, you'll take that kick return if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard because it puts yourself in a really good spot on the field at the 34-yard line.
So that's where they're going to be spotting it there. First down, 34-yard line still on their own side of the ball, of the field, I should say, sorry. So wide Oswald will break the huddle. He's got kind of a broken eye situation. Got that shotgun. They're going to hand it up to that up back. That's Bauer. Bauer goes up the middle, kind of goes to the right. Going to get a gain of 1 on that first down play. So it'll be 2nd and 9 here for the Crusaders. 10-20 here left to go in this first half. Lots of scores yet to come here in this first half.
We've had, I think, in total now, that was the 6th touchdown. We've had 8 drives. You had the turnover on downs in Coon Rapids-Bayard territory by Waco on their first drive, and then you had the fumbled snap by Coon Rapids-Bayard that resulted in Waco scoring. So right now, the stops and the defense at a premium.
Looks like the Crusaders, I might have got that play in late. They're just going to take a timeout here.
Yep.
Talk it over. 2nd and 9 will be the situation on that 35-yard line. Going to be a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well. Everybody here at West Des Moines Valley is going to take a breather. We'll be back right after this. Dusty Scahill, Trevor Mater on this call. Waco Warriors 19, Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders 18. 9:52 left in the second quarter. We'll be back after this.
No one succeeds alone. It takes support to get there. Sacrifices made by others, wisdom learned and passed on. When your business is agriculture, you dedicate your life to supporting community, doing the hard work that helps all of us thrive. It's why at PCSB, we believe in supporting you. Your success makes our community succeed. PCSB, we believe in you. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. Member FDIC.
With a chronic respiratory condition, Rogers Pharmacy can provide what you need. Rogers Pharmacy offers a full line of respiratory equipment like oxygen, BiPAP, CPAP, and nebulizers. Rogers Pharmacy isn't a big box pharmacy where you may have to wait for days and weeks to get what you need. They're a full-service, independent, family-owned pharmacy, and they go above and beyond to offer you the quality service and products you deserve. See Rogers Pharmacy in Tarkio, Maryville, Mound City, St. Joseph, and Stanberry, Missouri. Visit Rogers Pharmacy online at rogersrx.com.
All right, the refs blew their whistle, breaking the huddles. Crusaders do have the ball, 2nd and 9 situation at the 35, their own 35-yard line. See what Coach Moore kind of digs up here for his offense.
I'd give it to Caden Oswald.
I'd give it to Oswald. There it is. There's going to be a sweep to this left-hand side. He is wrapped up quickly, though. Gets a minimal game. Heisengate was there to make the tackle, along with Joel Meyer, another linebacker for the Warriors. So he does get it to the 37 or so. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 or 7 to go.
You're in a spot here where you can throw the ball if you want. You're also, though, you're probably not punting from right here. So maybe if you're Coach Moore, you're thinking about, you've got 2 plays to get 6 yards. So you want a positive play on this. So the bare minimum, it's 4th and manageable. But now they're thinking about it. I'm going to say screen to Caden Oswald on that right side.
So they got a balanced formation in that empty backfield shotgun. They're going to go for a long pass there. We're going to try to find Bauer up the middle. He almost had it there for a second. Decent ball delivered. Did have to stop his momentum. But that's going to be an incomplete pass there on 3rd and 7, going to bring up 4th and 7.
Man, I think I would have went. Now, this is why I'm up here and not down there. I think I would have went for something a little more high percentage to where maybe if you don't get the 6 or 7, you get 3 or 4. Now it becomes a 4th and 1 or 2.
My only way to back up Coach Moore there is maybe that's what everyone was thinking, so that's why you try to go up over the top, kind of get him by surprise situation.
But you've shown a lot of different things, screens, options. I mean, you've really, it's not like you've had just kind of one thing that you've leaned on like a sweep or student body right.
We got personnel in and out here for the Crusaders, so I wonder if they're going to try to get a punt formation going. And I think they are. They got a man back deep. They are going to punt it. Nobody back deep for the Warriors to receive it.
All right.
They're going to fake it, though. Oswald, they probably told him to read it, and if they think he can get it, he did. And I think he thought he could do it because they had gunners going down there, and he did not get it. Got a minimal gain, probably back going to the line of scrimmage. Gets it to midfield, so that's going to be a run, but turnover on downs there for the Warriors.
Man, I think
for the Crusaders, sorry.
I think I would have just went for it. I'm not a big, fake extra point, fake punt kind of guy just because I feel like, just run your offense in that situation. But they saw something maybe you mentioned with the read that they liked, and it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, what's tough in that situation is you might be giving a youngster to, you read it and you see what you want to do, but a guy like that probably thinks he can get a first down in every single play. So Caden Oswald took it, didn't quite get there, though, ended up pretty short, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Waco. They have the 1-point lead and the ball on the Coon Rapids side of things.
Big possession here.
Clayton Miller goes back for a pass, does get it up. A nice out pattern there from Samo, and he gets away from his defender, gets a block, and he's going to go along the sidelines. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, though.
Man, Gage Samo thought he had a house call, but they say he stepped out of bounds. We'll see where they actually – it's like the 9-yard line. So a gain of 32. 32 from the 39 to the 9.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's 30.
Were they on the Coon Rapids side or the Waco side?
The Coon Rapids side, actually.
Okay, yeah, so it would be a gain of 30.
There you go. Trevor and I doing some quick Valiska-Clarinda math there.
Yeah, we'll call it Hepburn, meet in the middle.
There we go. Highway 71 math. So it will be 1st and goal to go for the Warriors. Got that 1-point lead and already threatening. They tried to break up the fake. They're going to do another run-pass situation. That pass actually going to be from Clayton Miller. They hand it off to Miller, and they're going to call a pass interference.
So you've got the defensive back there. I believe it was Caden Oswald was kind of face guarding. He read that well because you go back to earlier in the first quarter, Dusty, they got hit badly by that play because
offensive pass interference.
Okay, I would say that did not look like there was enough there to warrant DPI. I love that play design, though. You've got so many things going on with a guy in motion. You fake the jet sweep. You roll out your quarterback, Clayton Miller. That time, though, Caden Oswald stayed home with his man, didn't let his eyes deceive him.
5-yard penalty?
Yes, 5-yard penalty, so it'll go back to the 14 now.
Was it offensive pass interference? I only heard on the white, so I didn't see him make
wonder if it was an eligible man.
There we go.
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't catch it either, but I mean there was a lot of things going on there. Sometimes on a play like that, guys get downfield further than they're supposed to.
1st and goal from the 14. Then we're going to do a pass up the middle, trying to find Heisengate. Good defense there from Ethan Bauer. Got his hands up there, didn't make it easy. Decent delivery there from Clayton Miller, the pass, but falls incomplete here. 3rd and goal to go from the 15 now.
I think it's 2nd because you had the penalty on.
Penalty does, keep it. Okay, yeah, you know what? I marked it down because I thought it was offensive pass interference, and it was, so that repeated 1st down. So it will be 2nd down. Result was an incomplete pass. So 2nd goal from the 15.
Trips right. Keep an eye on Heisengate on that right slot.
That's who they were going for that last time. He is looking his way, but they're going to try to go up the middle, and they get brought down. Nice job there from Moore to bring him down. Tyler Moore, big tackle for loss. Is that technically a sack since he committed to run, or is that probably is a sack?
I'm going to call it a sack.
So that goes back to the 19-yard line, loss of 5 there. Nice job there from the senior D lineman. Not only is he a kickoff specialist, but he can get a sack or two.
And now it's 3rd and goal, 3rd and 14 actually from the 19. So if you're Waco, you can get a 1st down without scoring, but
you cannot. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
third,
it's
third
goal,
and 14.
It's goal to go though. They don't have the first. Look at the line then.
Okay, yeah, it is. They were showing.
They're going to try to go for a screen, man. They're going backwards. Oh man, they do find a man. Oh, they're going to call a penalty though. I don't think it's going to be roughing the passer, but at the moment it's a complete pass to Isaac Rich, and they are going to say it is a touchdown. At the moment, we got a lot of figuring out to do here.
Yeah, I'm really curious what this flag is because I would think if it's roughing the passer.
I think they're talking to Coon Rapids. The Coon Rapids defender said, no, we're going to decline it. Make that fourth down and a ton to go.
Was it an ineligible man again?
Either that or a holding because they kind of had a jailbreak kind of going on the rush.
Yeah.
Illegal man downfield.
There was a lineman. I didn't catch the number, but he was, I believe you're allotted 1.5 yards if you're not engaged with a blocker. And I think he was at about the 14. He was at like the original line of scrimmage.
So we got a decline that penalty, I believe. Or are they going to march it back? No, they're declining it. So I think it should be fourth down now. Oh no, they are going to take the penalty. So they're going to march him back. So it'll remain third down, but it'll now be from the 24-yard line.
Because if you decline it, it would make it fourth from. I think they actually marked him out maybe at the 1. Did they?
Oh, sure. I guess if you decline it, yeah, that's right. If you decline it, you can't be. They got a complete pass.
Had it been like a 1 yard gain or something?
Or an incomplete pass. Yeah, there you go.
Probably declined it.
So 3rd and goal from the 24. Don't say that very often, and especially in a 19-18 game. So I wonder if Waco's going to talk this over, take a timeout. Timeout, Waco.
Yeah,
so they got it's probably because they have to go so far back in their playbook for their 3rd and 24 to go situation.
You're talking a 41-yard field goal here, which is not ideal in the 8-man game. Definitely with what we've seen from the kicking game so far today. So you're probably not thinking that you're going to want to settle for a field goal here. So you want something that's at least going to get you some yardage. You're probably looking for a 10-yard play and a 15-yard play. Now I don't know which one is first.
So Trevor, if you're a coach, I know we always say that. This is why we're up here. You just tried the screen, and they did complete it. But do you go back-to-back kind of a screen, try to just do something where you get some minimal yards? It's got low turnover percentage.
They ran the play earlier. They had Reichenbach on kind of a go, and they had Samo right behind him on kind of an out route. I try to maybe get 2 guys bunched up to where you've got 2 options. You're making the defenders make 2 choices. Maybe with Samo and Hausengay. I mean, those have been your 2 most explosive players with the ball in their hands. Then you've got a nice start. Rich has been just a glove right now.
So we got shotgun, Hausengay next to him there in that shotgun. They're going to try to do a traditional pass. Oh, they got a man beaten. They're going to walk right on in. That Rich again.
Yeah, Rich on the slant.
Isaac Rich on the slant. There is laundry on the field, though. At the moment, Isaac Rich gets another touchdown pass. Touchdown reception. See what they call here. Holding on Coon Rapids is kind of what I saw, a player motion.
Yep.
So it's going to be a touchdown pass, 24-yard touchdown pass there from Clayton Miller to Isaac Rich. That's his 3rd touchdown pass or touchdown catch of the half.
And 4th touchdown toss for Miller, right? He had the one to Samo as well.
Exactly.
So. How about on 3rd and goal from the 24?
Yeah, they say take your 10 and 15-yard play and shove it, Trevor Mater. We're going to go for it all right here. So they did miss their last one, so they might be trying to get back on pace here with their scoring, and they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. At the moment, it's 25-18, 7:19 left in this first half.
Still a lifetime of football I've played. Ooh.
Another timeout having to be taken here on this indecision.
We'll take one with them here on the KMA video stream, KMAland.com.
Shenandoah Medical Center, in collaboration with MD West 1, provides the most comprehensive orthopedic care in our region. Whether you have pain stemming from an athletic injury or overuse, you will have immediate access to high-quality orthopedic care. My name is Michael Delcor, and I am an orthopedic surgeon specializing in the upper extremity. Whatever the case, I will work with you to determine the best treatment plan. For more information about our extensive orthopedic coverage, simply call 712-246-7400.
TNT Ford outside Red Oak will have you taking notice. Sure, the name and logo are nice, but those trucks, and more trucks are guaranteed to catch your eye. And Ag Country trucks aren't just about convenience, they're part of the operation. And the sales team at TNT Ford can help you find and finance the right Ford truck to take you from to-do to done with efficiency. Plus, their service team has the know-how to keep your truck at it.
All right, welcome back. Here we got the two-point conversion coming in. 7:19 left, and Waco just took that 25-18 lead. Be a fake handoff. No, they do give it the handoff. That two-point conversion will be stuffed and snuffed out there from the Coon Rapids defense. Housing Gate couldn't convert, so it will remain 25-18. They do take that lead. 7:13 left in this first half. Like we said a couple times today, that the sheer numbers of players out there, Coon Rapids only has 17 guys playing, so a lot of their big players are having to play a lot of football here midday in August and on turf field where the turf is definitely hot down there as well. So fatigue and cramping could possibly be a factor here for the Crusaders. They do have a long ways to go before they get a halftime break as well. So 25-18, that is the moment here. Waco will be kicking it off. Caden Oswald back there to receive already. He has a couple nice kick returns already. One time took it to the 10, took it to the 35 as well. Ethan Bauer will be back here with him this time. And Niles Reichenbach will be back to kick off here for the Warriors. Had some decent kickoffs here for sure. He's been kicking it deep. Problem is, the one catching it is Caden Oswald, and he's a problem back there. They do kick it towards Bauer this time and towards the sideline. Bauer is going to field it. He's going to be cornered in. Not much space to do anything with. He does return it to about the 19-yard line. So that is where Coon Rapids will start on the 19-yard line.
And if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard, you need your best offensive drive right here to give your. I mean, right now you're kind of treading water at this moment because you've given up a couple of scores. You got to get some sort of answer here, not necessarily to take the lead, but just to settle in and say, hey, we're still around, we can still hang.
So 1st and 10, they got the 19, they got 7:09 left in this first half. Not a need to answer situation for the Crusaders. It would just be nice to get a nice drive here and get some points.
You haven't been able to stop Waco the last couple of times.
That's right. High snap, but Oswald does get it back. He did not like the hole he had. He tried to reverse the field, but the Warriors are there. They make him go down for a loss or two. That goes back to the 17-yard line. So White Oswald tackled for a 2-yard loss. Second and 13 to go.
It's been a 1-hour first half.
Yeah, it's been, and we still got 7 minutes left. Couple timeouts, lots of scores. So they're going to do a quick pass out there. Heiderscheit, that's his third catch of the game. Gets some good yards, gets a good chunk of it back. Going to be a third and 3 situation to go. Gets it down to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, high percentage pass sets up third and manageable. Heiderscheit got a tall frame to him, catches the screen, able to get to that next gear pretty quickly, and now the playbook wide open for Coach Chris Moore on a big third down here midway through the second quarter.
10-yard pass and pitch there. 3rd and 3 to go. Big situation here for the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders. High snap, and Oswald's going to pick it up and try to do something with it. He can't be throwing it, though, because he's probably got players downfield, and that's going to be a gigantic loss all the way down to the 8-yard line. Not what the Crusaders wanted.
Loss of 19. You're in a tough spot there on third down because you don't want to just eat it and bring the punt team out. You want to see if maybe you can turn nothing into something. But, it just all of a sudden things have started to go a little awry for the Crusaders.
It's going to be 4th and 22 now.
I think it's safe to say they're going to punt it.
And probably tell their punter to not make a read and actually punt it this time.
Yeah, I would say that's... So 5 minutes to go in the half.
Waco isn't putting anybody back deep yet, though.
And now we'll see another timeout.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there we go. Another timeout. Clock is ticking, though. They haven't stopped yet. There, they stop it. So Coon Rapids takes their last timeout. Oh, maybe not the last timeout.
They got one more.
They got one more. Okay. So they'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. See what Waco does here. Punt on 4th and 22 or kind of really risk it here. We'll be back right after this. KMA Extreme, KMAland.com.
Our name says it all. We're Total Farm Solutions. This is Eric with TFS, and when it comes to your operation, we want to be your total partner in and out of the field. We're your Pioneer seed dealer, along with bulk options and seed treatments. And we study genetics, offering scouting and agronomic solutions. Taking care of our customer is part of our total service. We're Total Farm Solutions. Give us a call or find our office just outside of Carson.
So I said I plugged in my laptop.
All right, timeout is taken. Coach Moore talks it over, how they're going to approach this 4th and 22. 4:52 left in this first half, and they got Oswald back deep. He's probably going to definitely try to boot it as far as he can. Waco has the returner back, but he's on the Coon Rapids side of things. Woo, nice kick there from Oswald. Holy moly, this is going to flip the field. Didn't get quite the bounce I thought it was going to happen, but nonetheless, nice boot there from Caden Oswald down at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think when you're punting from your own 9, when you can flip the field, and so it'll go in the books, let's see, 31 plus 16, that's a 47-yard punt. That's a pretty good high school football punt. You'll take that.
Especially with no bounce. That was pretty much, I only bounced about 5 or 6 yards.
But now if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard, I mean, you've got to get a stop, especially given that Waco is going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, very true. That's going to be a must-stop situation here. 4:42 to go. Best case scenario for Coach Moore is you get a stop and enough time to maybe try to even get another score in before this first half ends. Miller is back. He does have Samo in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Miller's going to keep it. He's got that edge. He's got some blockers, and he's got some green. Oswald finally forces him out, but not before he gets a first down. He does step out a little bit sooner than I thought. Gain of 13 or so there from the quarterback of the Warriors.
And, Dusty, you've mentioned this a few times already, but, Coon Rapids-Bayard, I think, only suiting up about 17. This has been a long first half. I mean, we're talking an hour and 5 minutes, and we've still got five minutes left in this frame. Maybe there's not a little bit of attrition starting to settle in with the Crusaders.
First down run there from the senior quarterback, Clayton Miller. They are at the 36-yard line approaching midfield. He's in that shotgun formation, sends Samo in motion again. They're going to do almost the same play but flip it to the other side. They like taking it to the wide side. He does do a good job of reading his blocks and lays the stick down. He's going to get another first down pretty much on the same play, just flipped over, Trevor.
So they're seeing something there they like, whether it's a matchup blocking-wise or just getting Miller out in space. They're really seeing something that they like with that. I'd imagine they're not going to go back to the well, but you never know.
Or run it till they stop it kind of situation. Yeah. If Samo goes in motion, I'd be knowing what I would be doing. Yep. Not as strong a motion. They're going to do a crackback, so kind of the same play, but bad angle taken there from the Crusaders on defense. There is a penalty flag out at the moment. That's going to be a 7-yard game for Clayton Miller. See what this flag brings, though.
Holding
on the offense, so that play is going to be marched back, so it will be first down and 20 to go now. So that will march it back to.
So it's a spot foul.
So it was down the field. Okay, it must have been a receiver then. So that's going to be
33. So it really actually only ends up being a 4-yard loss. We'll make it 1st and 14.
Miller breaks his huddle. Got Samo next to him. All right, Samo's in motion. He's going to do an option. Oh, that's a Heisengate. I thought that was a little bit different situation. Kind of a truck stick there. And Heisengate gets down, gets a chunk of those yards back.
I don't know if that was by design to fake the option or if maybe that was something Heisengate just kind of improvised. But, man, when he gets the ball in his hands and runs downhill.
Defenders beware.
Yes.
So he gets it down to the 20-yard line. Nice 13-yard rush there.
That's a 2nd and 1 coming up, and now playbook wide open for Coach Edeker in the final minutes of this half.
Especially with it being 2nd down. A lot of options here. Do you surprise them and try to go for one knowing you got 2 more downs to get 1 yard?
I might. They got Samo in the slot. Keep an eye on him, and there was movement. I think Samo might have moved forward.
Went in motion, then got eager to go out for his pass route.
And Coach Chris Moore was all over it. As soon as he saw Samo come in motion and not set, he kind of was at the official, and I don't know if it was on Samo or if maybe it was something else, but that's just what my eyes tell me.
On the other side of the field, Coach Edeker doesn't like the play call. He's trying to plead his case on what his player was doing. Weird. The opposing coaches don't agree on what happened.
And now the FAR official that's job is to work the WACO sideline will come over. And
yeah, he's going to bring an argument forward, see what. They're still going to call that penalty, though, so that's going to be an illegal formation. Kind of a false start as well, kind of a combo of all things. Illegal motion, probably is what that correct call would be. So it's going to bring it down to a 2nd and 6 now.
I still like my options here if I'm Coach Edeker. I mean, you've got 3 plays to get 6 yards.
Yeah, that play doesn't bury you at all. Miller breaks that huddle. He's got Heisengate next to him. Samo in motion, a little high snap, so they're going to have to do an improvisation. Ooh, he thought about throwing it. Would have definitely been a penalty. Nonetheless, he gets sacked. Oswald gets that sack. Penalty meaning because there's a guy downfield.
Yeah, okay.
If he would have let go of it, there was a lot of blue jerseys down the field. So that's going to be a big sack there. That takes it all the way back to the 33-yard line. They're going to give him forward motion on that for sure then.
And now you're in a little bit of a tougher spot. 3rd and 14, but we saw them convert, 3rd and goal from the 24 earlier. So looking for your big play here. I'd say either Heisengate, although as I say that, he's lined up in the backfield. Keep an eye on Rich on the left side.
So it is passing situation. Do I have a man downfield?
Rich.
And guess who it is? Isaac Rich. Another touchdown. Man, what a play there from the Warriors.
5th for Miller, 4th for Rich, right?
Yes, that is right. That's another one, and another touchdown pass for Clayton Miller for sure. Man, what a play. Up over the top, 3rd and long, and, man, that's almost like the Warriors don't even sweat it on those situations. So that does bring the score to 31-18, 2:13 left, and the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders don't get that stop they needed.
Yeah, now you're down 2 scores, and you're in a spot as well where WACO is going to get the ball to start the second half. So you got 2 minutes and 1 timeout. You might want to try to get on the board again if you're Coach Moore and the Crusaders before we go to the break.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll definitely want to get on the board. That's going to be starting to be getting to the must-have situation. So they're going to run that 2-point conversion. They got a player open, but they did not read the right way to go. He was trying to go back to the left. He had 2 receivers almost to his right. So nonetheless, conversion not good.
And Rafe Davidson was wide open over the middle, and they were just going the other way the entire time. It was at Samo, I believe, they tried to go to, but to no avail. And, I mean, the 2-point conversions have not been kind for either team here so far today.
Yeah, 31-18, 2:13 left in this first half even. We played feels like a whole game of football, but we're still in that first half. So we'll bring you the kickoff from WACO to Coon Rapids coming up right after this.
Is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
Welcome back here. 2:13 left to go in this first half of 8-man football. Saturday midday football here up in West Des Moines Valley. Timeout taken here from Coach Edeker and his Warriors. But, hey, Trevor, let's just stay here for a bit and talk about what is going on here today. So it was the Valley Invitational is what we're calling it.
Battle of the Valleys.
Battle of the Valleys. There we go. And so what we have here is this midday game started at 3. Coon Rapids-Bayard is taking on the Waco Warriors from opposite sides of the state. And then tonight's game, same place, we'll be here, West Des Moines Valley once again to watch Fremont Mills take on Turkey Valley. Now, Trevor, these 4 teams played here last year, but the matchups were switched. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, so Coon Rapids-Bayard played Turkey Valley in the first game, and then Waco, Wayland, and Fremont Mills played a heck of a game in the nightcap. Came down to a last-minute touchdown by Waco, Wayland to get the win. So, these are teams that probably if you didn't play at a neutral site, you're not going to play each other because, they're opposite sides of the state. I mean, like when you look at Fremont Mills and Turkey Valley, you cannot get any more probably further apart across the state than where those two are. So, fun little event they've got going on here in Valley. I know they take a lot of pride in it. One of the West Des Moines Valley ADs reached out to me in like June asking if we were interested in coming and doing this again. So, really cool event. Gives us a chance to do some basketball or football on a Saturday afternoon.
Oh, God, onside kick here from Waco, and it does get to 10 yards. I'm not sure if anyone touched it. Trying to catch them off guard, and they're going to say Waco does have it. So now they got 2:13 left, plenty of time, and a tired defense for Coon Rapids out there, and that's just going to be a kick in the gut for the Crusaders.
Yeah, now it's a chance to really blow this game open if you're the Warriors because you got a chance to add to your lead, maybe make it 3 scores. Oh, and by the way, you get the ball to start the second half. I mean, you really got to dig deep if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard and find a way to get off the field here.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 right at midfield. So that couldn't even – actually, how they are placing it, it would be a penalty on that kickoff, Trevor, with that ball being pointed there.
Yeah, it is right on the 40.
So it's going to be –
saying it went exactly 10 yards.
Exactly 10 yards. Nobody touched it. And they recovered that onside kick, and now they got the ball, and they're going to be passing right away. Might as well go up over the top. But, hey, there's someone else that caught it other than Rich or Samo, and he makes a nice move.
Reichenbach.
It is Reichenbach. The kicker makes some nice moves and takes it down to the 16, 17-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there from Miller to Reichenbach there.
Yeah, 2 minutes left. You've got no timeouts if you're Waco, but you like where you're at on the field. So, I mean, you're not really in a situation where you need to start pressing yet because you're at the 16-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 from the 16. Nice throw there to start it off. So another pitch there from Miller. And that's a nice catch there from Samo. That's going to be down to the 11-yard line, 5-yard pass play. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Samo with that catch.
Yeah, and again, time not a factor. 90 seconds left. You're just running your offense. You've got 3 plays to get 5 yards and then however many you need after that. Just can't go backwards here if you're Waco Wayland.
Miller back to pass once again. He's going to get taken down, though, more with another sack. That's exactly what the Crusaders needed. That takes them back to the 20-yard line.
And just as I was saying, you can't go backwards. They do go backwards, and now the clock may be a little bit more of a concern, although not like in panic mode yet. If you're Waco Wayland, you've got under a minute to go, and, I mean, you've shown that you've been able to hit some big plays.
Waco does have no timeouts as well.
By the way, at halftime, Derek Martin was at the Glenwood cross-country meet earlier today. We'll see some interviews from that. Also, we'll see interviews from last night's Lewis Central Harlan football game coming up at halftime here in Des Moines.
Miller back in that shotgun, 3rd and 15 to go. He's going to go for a pass. He's going to go for a long one. Does have Rich there,
it's
but
too tall.
One of the times that those two don't connect to each other, so that will be an incomplete pass. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, he wanted to go for his 6th, Rich's 5th, and just a little too amped up. And, I mean, now it's 4th and 14 from the 20. It would be a 37-yard field goal if you wanted to try to kick it, and I would imagine they're going to go for it.
According to my pretty unofficial stats, I think that's the only second incompletion of the game here for Clayton Miller.
So 4th down. Obviously, the natural thought is they're going to go to Isaac Rich, right? Because that's what they've done. But keep an eye on Gage Samo in the slot on the left side. Quick with the ball in his hands.
Back for the pass. He's going to go up the middle, up high again. Just almost the exact same result, just a little bit too far there for Rich. Good defense from Coon Rapids, and they force a turnover on down.
That was big for Coon Rapids-Bayard. Give credit to Ethan Bauer, Caden Oswald. They were not going to let Isaac Rich be the reason that Waco scored on that. They were draped all over him, but cleanly draped all over him and just blanketed him. And a big stop for Coon Rapids-Bayard because, man, if you go down potentially at least 19 points, maybe 20 or 21, knowing you're giving up the ball to start the second half, you're in a really tough spot.
So is this right, Trevor? That's the first stop their defense has made since the very first drive of the game?
Yes, that would be correct.
So, hey, got to end this half positively for the Crusaders. That's a little bit of a positive note.
You got one timeout, and I would say you're just going to run it here and see if you pop something.
And they will hand it off pretty normal here to Caden Oswald. He does get out of bounds, so the clock will stop after that 5 or 6 yard gain.
So now I think you do the same thing. You run something here. If you pop, then you can decide whether or not you want to try to hurry up and keep this half going, or if you just want to go into the break and adjust. But I would say anything that's not in Waco territory, you probably need a 15-yard play. 15-yard play here.
18 seconds to go here in this first half.
You do have the one timeout, so you can take it if you want. They're going to throw.
So Oswald scrambling around, doesn't have anything. He does get rid of it. They might be able to call a intentional grounding on that.
That was dangerous because, there was not a Crusader on this side of the Valley logo or on that side of the Valley logo.
I always kind of wonder if you get out of the tackle box and go back in, does that count of getting out and scrambling?
Yes. As if you get out of the tackle box, I believe once you have left it once, you are good. You do have to get the throw back to the line of scrimmage, though.
And I think they are going to go ahead and call that a intentional grounding, though, on the Crusaders. So maybe Coach Moore is just going to be a little more conservative as he talks that last play over there with his quarterback.
Well, it'll be a loss of down. And this is where if I was Waco, I would like to have a timeout. Now, there would be a little bit of gamesmanship that would go with that, but I think if I was Waco, I'd like to have the timeout just so I could make them have to do something other than just sit on it on 3rd down. You'll call a timeout, make them punt. See if you can get to the punt, but I mean, we don't have a timeout. I imagine now Coon Rapids-Bayard just going to be content going into the break down 31-18.
So Wyatt Oswald took his helmet off thinking it was halftime. He's got to get back out there and just do one more play. Probably hand it off to Caden Oswald one more time. Hey, if something miraculous happens, but you're going to be pretty conservative here, as Trevor was saying.
Yeah, you might even... so with the intentional grounding, the clock runs. So
there you go.
They're not even going to have to.
Wyatt Oswald knew more than I did there. He knew that clock would be running, and boom, there it is. There's the zeros. So 31-18, that's how that first half is going to end. Lots of scoring going on. Was back and forth for a while, and then a little bit more Waco than Coon Rapids wanted there at the very end. They do take that 2-touchdown lead into halftime. Will get the ball at half. We'll be back right after this quick break and bring you a little bit of more of analysis and some stat reading here. 31-18, Waco Warriors over the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders here on the KMA Extreme. Dusty Scale, Trevor Mayer. We'll be back right after this.
Is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
Nutrien Ag Solutions takes the responsibility of growing seriously. As a leader in the ag sector, they provide their customers with complete agriculture solutions, including nutrients, crop protection products, seed, service, and digital tools for optimum customer success. Talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex. Nutrien Ag Solutions, transforming agriculture and feeding the future.
For 30 years, Chat Mobility has provided Southwest Iowa with the latest technology and a high-speed nationwide network. More importantly, Chat Mobility provides real customer service that you can only get from a local company. When you choose Chat Mobility, we take the time to answer all of your questions and to make sure you're totally comfortable with your phone. You'll have peace of mind knowing that we are here to help with any concerns you may have going forward. Real hometown customer service only from Chat Mobility.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here on Saturday mid-afternoon football. 31-18 is that score here for Waco Warriors over the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders. Trevor, what did you see there from the first half from both sides?
I think we saw, Waco was able to maybe flex the numbers they've got, and, they've been able to spread the ball around. The passing game has been big for them with Clayton Miller and Isaac Rich. And the one thing, Dusty, is they're converting on the plays where maybe the percentages aren't in your favor to convert. 3rd and longs, they've had 2 touchdowns now on 3rd and longs that allowed them to cash in. They get the ball to start second half. I think that'll be the most important drive of the game. Yeah, most definitely. And when it comes to some of those stats that they've been putting up here, for the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders, they got Caden Oswald had 8 rushes for 70 yards. A lot of those were in the first quarter, Trevor. We maybe had 1 or 2 that he got for decent positive yards in that second quarter. Bunch of good kick returns from Caden Oswald as well. Returned 1 to the inside the 10 and then 1 to the 35-yard line. When it comes to passing, his brother White Oswald, he's 4 for 5 for 51 yards, but he also has those 3 rushing touchdowns as well. But Waco Warriors, they really put things together, especially in that passing game late in that first half. Clayton Miller is 10 of 13 for 194 yards and 5 touchdowns. That is some video game numbers, especially in a first half. Isaac Rich has 5 of those catches for 170 yards and 4 touchdowns. Samo, 4 catches, 74 yards and a touchdown. And then Niles Reichenbach got one there at the end of the half for 13 yards. Boom, and that is how the Warriors get to 31-18. Pretty tremendous scoring there from that first half. We'll bring you more of this game coming up here in about, 13 minutes or so. So we'll be back right after this halftime break here. KMAland.com, KMA Extreme.
All right, Lily Denton is a champion in her first ever cross-country race, running under 18 minutes. Lily, I guess, first of all, tell me about your run. How'd you feel out there, and how are you feeling now?
Now I feel good. I'm a little tired, but it feels good to accomplish something like that first time going out for cross. During the race, I just tried, since I'd never done it before, just tried to pace with somebody who was in front because I knew they would know how to run the race better than I did, and then just see where it went from there.
Mm-hmm. You have raced these girls in track, so you know them well. How did you approach? What were your expectations for your first race?
I was hoping somewhere probably in the top 10, and then just picking somebody to run with in front of me, and again attacking it from that standpoint.
Last year you're out for volleyball. You decided you're going to duel. Tell me about that decision and kind of how that's playing out so far.
So far so good. Both my coaches are really understanding with it, and everything's working out great, and I love doing both, so it's good.
How'd you come to the decision? Is it something you always wanted to do, or what? How did you decide that?
After state track last year, I kind of started thinking about going out for cross, and then I knew I didn't want to give up playing volleyball, so I just decided to try and work it out with both coaches this year in both sports and see how it worked out.
Yeah, one more. You obviously have set a good standard here. Do you have goals for yourself? Long-term in cross-country this year?
Long-term, probably just making it to state and then hopefully placing somewhere good up there.
All right, congrats.
Thank you.
Lindsay Sonderman, first meet of the year. Lindsay, starting off your senior year. Tell me a little bit about your run, how you felt about how things went out there.
I was feeling really good today. The first meet is always great because you get to see your starting point and just build off that for the season.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, a stacked group. You've won 2 Hawkeye 10 titles. Grace Berglund's won a Hawkeye 10 title. Lily Denton is here. What was it like running in that group?
It was great. They're all really talented runners, and just to be surrounded by people that are going to make you better is just a great feeling.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, any race you enter, a lot of people are going to look for you as the favorite. And tell me what this does for you, though, with Lily winning today. Does that motivate you, or what's kind of the feeling?
Yeah, for sure. It's good to have some competition. In the past, I feel like I've usually won by a pretty big margin, so it's good to have something new.
And a big exciting thing is you win as a team, right? Harlan wins the team championship. What's it mean to be a part of the winning team here today?
It means a lot. We've been working so hard for this all summer and just building our team up throughout the years, so to finally end up on top is just a great feeling.
Hey, congrats on a great day. Wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, top 2 finishers today for Lewis Central and in the meets. Start with you, Evan. Your first ever high school meet. Obviously, you've been in big meets before, though. What was your approach today?
Just go up there, top 5, just to help our team out.
Yeah. Obviously, you get the first place. So, what was it? Why did it work out so well for you?
I just had a good day. All 3 of us could beat each other anytime. So.
Do you have strategy, or are you just good?
Just running. Yeah.
All right. What's it mean to be a part of this team, though? I think you had 5 in the top 9.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't even know.
Congratulations to you, Marshall. Tell me about your run today.
It's a good day for me. Almost a minute PR from last year, so it was real sweet. All season went great. So.
How about you guys running 1, 2, 3? It was basically like you were out at practice or something.
Yeah, we trained hard this summer, and that's kind of what we were hoping to see. So it worked out pretty well for us. So.
You guys got to have some big goals as a team. With obviously even before today. What are you guys hoping to get done this year?
Just qualify as a team for state for sure, and then I don't know, maybe get top 3. That'd be sweet. So.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Lewis Central with the win tonight over Harlan. Tyler Brady Hetzel, Leo Tatum, and Peyton Phippen after that win. Brady, we'll start with you. This is a really good club, and you guys are able to leave with the win. How are we feeling after tonight?
Very good. It's always good to play Harlan. It's the first game of the year. It always feels great to get back out here, especially against Harlan. They're ranked number 13, but they played a lot better than that. They're tough, they're physical. Yeah.
Leo, what are your thoughts on the win tonight?
First big game, we came out here, we did our thing. Great environment, our fans came out, they showed up, and we just played a great game.
Go over to Peyton now. How are you feeling after the win, and what's the thoughts?
We're feeling great. Our team was very prepared, and we've been working a couple weeks and just preparing for this game.
Go over to Brady. Compare and contrast the difference between starting 2024 and starting 2023 for you. Probably feel more comfortable?
Yeah. It was a lot different. I was a lot more confident rolling into this year. I was just trying to help out the guys, like these 2 right here. They haven't started a varsity game yet, and so, it's something that's really nerve-wracking at the beginning, and you kind of just get used to it. So just keeping them as calm as possible. But, I felt way more confident, seeing things way better, for sure.
Able to hit the big plays you guys have been accustomed to over the last couple of years. Speak to what you guys did offensively.
So the safety was rolled down, so we were trying to go over top. We missed a few shots, but we got the ones that mattered, and yeah.
Leo, you had one of those big plays offensively. Speak to your role, and how are you feeling coming in? This is kind of your first real shot to show what you can do.
I was a little nervous, but we came prepared. We did what we do, and came out with the W.
Big touchdown for you that kind of iced the game. Take us through that play.
Well, I knew the ball was coming to me. Two eye safety, middle of the field, wide open. It was there.
Big part of the defense tonight as well. You had a pick on that side. Speak to what you guys did there.
Well, we just came together. We communicated. We talked. We had a game plan, and it worked out.
Go over to Peyton. Speaking of interceptions, you had a pick 6 kind of early on that broke a tie. Take us through that play and how that happened.
So pretty much, we us corners have been working on this. We've been watching the routes and watching film. Got a couple of days worth of film, and kind of just fell in my hands, and I scored a touchdown.
That came at a big point, right? They march down the field and take the lead. Who knows how this plays out? How big of a turning point was that?
That was a huge turning point. I just trust our defense and see how it works out.
Nice night for you receiving as well. You had a long catch, had a touchdown. Speak to kind of your role on the offense and what you did well.
Well, I saw the play, and I was like, I just got to get to my landmark, and once I started running, I knew that it was going to be a big play.
Go over to Brady. Before I let you guys go, start the year strong. I know this is not by any means where you guys want to peak, but how do you build off the good and bad of tonight?
Our goal is just win every week. So we come into practice Monday with a good attitude, willing to get better, and take it week by week. We can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to stay humble and continue to win. And hopefully we end up where we want to, and that's the main goal.
All right, Coach. You guys open the year with a win. I'm sure you'll dissect it, but how are we feeling about tonight?
Anytime you get a win, Trevor, is a great feeling. And, I challenge our guys this week. As I know, and as many know, coming into Merrill Field and playing in an environment at home it's never been kind to Lewis Central, and sort of challenge them to come here with a sense of urgency, to get after it and play physical and play tough. And you know, at the end of the day, yes, you know, we're extremely excited to be able to get on top week one, but a lot of glaring weaknesses, a lot of things that we got to fix and get better at, you know, but we're happy with the victory right now.
You talked to me earlier this week about how Brady felt more comfortable. Brady mentioned it when I talked to him that he felt more comfortable. What stood out to you about what he did tonight?
He's just really calm, you know, other than the one mistake on the fumble. He just took his eyes off it on the snap, you know, and wasn't quite prepared. But he's really calm back there, and he makes the right decisions. He doesn't try to force things. He sees what defenses are given, and he's just a student of the game right now and understands it. And so, you know, the best part tonight was his leadership. You know, he continued to get on our guys repetitively. You know, hey, let's go. We got to pick it up. We got to put it in. And so, you know, his development, and still probably wasn't great. I don't think percentage-wise he threw well. We took a lot of shot plays and missed a lot of them. But at the end of the day, that was the game plan, and we just didn't connect, and now we just got to shore those up as well.
Had some new skill guys kind of break some stuff in, like Leo Tatum, Peyton Fippen. Overall thoughts on the offense and what those guys did?
You know, I thought we did a really good job offensively. Mixed it up fairly well with the run, with the pass. I think the biggest thing was, you know, those guys have really taken it personal, knowing that, hey, Curtis Whitty's gone and Lou Allmaker's gone. Like, they don't have any receivers, but these guys have been on our program a long time and have really developed and taken it, you know, to heart a little bit. Like, hey, we can make plays and we're athletic, and there are a bunch of skill guys that want to be good. And the best part about it is, you know, they're willing to block in the run game. They're willing to block for each other. They're not selfish. They understand the ball will come to them at some time. And so, you know, really, really happy with that. You know, and then obviously our offensive line. There's 4 new guys that started tonight for us, and they're all seniors. And, you know, a lot of credit to those and Coach Dan Hoke on getting those guys prepared. I can't say enough good things about how those guys came out and played tonight.
How big was it to score before the end of the half?
Huge momentum, just to be able to give us a chance to, you know, breathe a little bit. You know, the game's never over when you're here. And so, you know, it was a huge momentum shift for us. You know, our defense played fairly well. You know, they ran quite a bit on us, and we got to shore that up. But, you know, our defense did an excellent job. We got 2 turnovers tonight, our 3 turnovers tonight. We could have had another one on a couple other drop balls and things like that, you know. So our defense really stepped it up to give up only 10 points and to get a big stop when we turned the ball over and only give up 3 instead of 7 was huge. You know, but that was huge momentum for us right before half, you know, as we talk about it.
Got some data to build off of now as you guys move forward. I mean, how do we try to build off this?
There's a lot. You know, we got to shore up a lot of different areas, but it's what we thought. You know, we had a scrimmage last week. It wasn't full contact. It wasn't tackle. Like, we didn't tackle really good at all. We were pretty sloppy in that area, and credit to Lucas Francis. He ran the ball hard and made us have to tackle him and earn that. And so, you know, we got to get better in tackling. We got to shore up our gaps, you know, defensively. Offensively, we can't go 3 and out. We got to be able to put some things together, continue to mix it around. I think that's probably where we did a really good job tonight, was between all 3 receivers that were out there, our H-back, our tight end, and then our running back. We had a lot of guys sort of touch the ball tonight, which is good going forward, because now we got to continue to pick up on that.
Congrats, Coach.
Appreciate it, Trevor.
Is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
Nutrien Ag Solutions takes the responsibility of growing seriously. As a leader in the ag sector, they provide their customers with complete agriculture solutions, including nutrients, crop protection products, seed, service, and digital tools for optimum customer success. Talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex. Nutrien Ag Solutions, transforming agriculture and feeding the future.
For 30 years, Chat Mobility has provided Southwest Iowa with the latest technology and a high-speed nationwide network. More importantly, Chat Mobility provides real customer service that you can only get from a local company. When you choose Chat Mobility, we take the time to answer all of your questions and to make sure you're totally comfortable with your phone. You'll have peace of mind knowing that we are here to help with any concerns you may have going forward. Real hometown customer service only from Chat Mobility.
Reliable internet matters to you, and it matters to FMTC too. So what does reliable look like? At FMTC, reliable means 99% uptime, and if there's a problem, we measure resolution in minutes, not hours or days. You need bandwidth, and FMTC has it, up to 1 gig. Our fiber internet offers equal download and upload speeds, in addition to being unlimited and reliable. FMTC Fiber, internet worth talking about.
Sure what you want to do with your life? Feel like your job is at a standstill? Get your foot in the door with area manufacturing companies at Iowa Western Community College's SEAM program. Sign up now in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing through IWCC. Classes are just 2 early evenings a week with holidays and summers off. Improve your current skills and learn new ones that will give you a new career or even enhance your current one. For more information on SEAM, contact IWCC's Clarinda Center at 712-542-5117.
All right, welcome back. Second half just about get underway. After that long first half, 31-18. I mean, we kicked off at
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock on the dot. That was about an hour and 15, hour and a half long
so
first
about a
half.
20-minute halftime break. So I think it was an
hour and 20 minutes. Whew, that's a long one. But here, the score, 31-18. The WACO Wayland Warriors are up on the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders. That's a whole lot of words going on there just for a team and a nickname. But Coon Rapids is going to have to kick off. They're down a bit of scores there. They're going to kick it right there. And this might be the opportunity they need. First kind of a muffed opportunity of the afternoon, but they did hop back on it, did the Warriors.
Yeah, let's see. I can't tell from here who it was that came out of the pile. I
22
think
still.
that right? Yeah, Rogers, who's been like
he's
the
been
guy on all those.
He's been the return man. So that will be started on the WACO side of the field on the 39-yard line.
Big drive here to start the second half because Waco Wayland, they have got their offense going, definitely in the passing game with Clayton Miller and Isaac Rich. You get a score here and you really put the screws on a Coon Rapids-Bayard team that struggled a little bit offensively as of late.
So a very efficient first half here from quarterback Clayton Miller for the Warriors. He's going to start off and go to option there to Housengay. Housengay is going to get a block, make one man miss, make two men miss, and then get eventually pushed out of bounds, and he takes it down there to the Coon Rapids 25-yard line. Nice first down run there to start the second half.
So that is, by my count, a gain of 16 yards. And Housengay, I was just kind of peeking at the stat totals at the break, and I mean, not like a super, super flashy rushing performance for him, but he's been efficient.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of Coon Rapids. Miller goes back in that shotgun.
That should be
incomplete, I assume.
Yeah, it was a forward pass. So
incompletion. That's one of those rare incompletions there from Clayton Miller.
And Housengay is down right now, Dusty. He is down on the far sideline. Looks like
I'm going to assume there's going to be a lot of cramping going on here coming up, so hopefully that's all it is. But both teams, it's hot down there on the turf. Maybe didn't get properly warmed up there coming back from halftime.
Well, and you think about, too, it is the first game of the season. I know I did Harlan Lewis Central last night, and I mean the temperatures were not incredibly hot by any means.
No, it was kind of a nicer day and the evening time. So,
but early in the season, I mean that you can cramp without it being really, really hot as well. Housengay does eventually come to, and it'll be 10-2 on the Waco Wayland sideline by the medical staff.
So 2nd and 10 out with don't have their big running back receiver out on the field. Samo will go in motion. They're just going to let Miller run it and get all the blockers out in front of him. Does get a couple blockers, weaves in and out of those blocks, and gets about a 15-yard gain there on 2nd down. Takes it down to the 8-yard line.
We've seen when they've tried to run with Clayton Miller, they try to get him outside, let him follow those lead blockers. And there was that sequence earlier where I think like 3 plays in a row they did that, except they flipped it each time. So Waco, again, kind of a sneaky, efficient ground game so far today.
17-yard gain from Miller. I mean, he's got a lot more yards than the stats will indicate because he's been sacked 3 or 4 times, so that's going to knock him back on the stat book. But he's had definitely some good, nice, long runs there to be helping that teammates out. On that one, gets that first down run. They're going to actually hand it back off. Housengay back in the game, so he's back in, got a quick recovery there and takes it down to the 4-yard line.
And it took a barrage of Crusaders to bring him down as he got ahead of steam and able to bumble forward for 4 yards. And now if you're Coach Edeker, you've got 3 plays to get 4 yards.
A barrage of guys to do it and lots of effort from each guy even. He just kind of kept growing in a growling effort to get down to that 4-yard line. 2nd and goal to go.
Now if it were me playing NCAA football, I'd go jet sweep with Gage Samo. I love jet sweeps in this situation.
I don't know why you wouldn't throw it to Isaac Rich for another touchdown. Get those stats up.
Oh, I thought they were going to
do it. There they go. Housengay does it. There he goes. Leaps on in another touchdown. That's going to be the first rushing variety, believe it or not, Trevor, for the Warriors into the end zone. So Loudon Housengay gets in there. Takes it to a 37-18 lead.
Where'd they start out on that drive, Dusty? I can't remember.
They started on the 39-yard line.
Like 41 yards on that drive?
Yep. Yeah, just got it to the 10, and then that's where Rogers hopped right on it. So they're actually going to go back for those extra points. They're going to start practicing their extra points again. They probably want to get efficient with that, and it is up and good. So that takes it to 38-18, 20-point lead for the Waco Wayland Warriors. They'll be bringing a kickoff after this with that 20-point lead, 10-12 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this. KMAland.com, KMA Extreme. Dusty Scahill, Trevor Mader on the call.
This is Sid with Schaff Ag near Trainer. I'm learning all of the ins and outs of agronomy with my dad, Shane. I've learned that Pioneer seed is second to none and that they back that up with proven products and yields. I've also learned that if our customers have a question or a concern, We'll work until we figure out the answer or solution. I'm learning all of this because at ShopAg, we've made a commitment, and that commitment is our family helping yours. Call Shane at 712-520-1333.
All right, welcome back. Waco Warriors lead the second half drive there. Gay end up capping it off with a Loudon-Housing-Gay 4-yard run to bring it to a 38-18 lead. They are up by 20 here to start the third quarter and getting ready to kick it off to Coon Rapids. Well, Trevor, for Coon Rapids, they kind of worry out on defense. Probably a lot of those same players are back probably on the kickoff return team, and they'll be back there on offense. What can they do to get this going?
You just got to, they had success early in the game, run the ball with the Oswalds. Here's kind of a line drive kick.
So it will be fielded by the up back. He's actually going to make a man or two miss and get it to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, they decided kicking it to Caden Oswald, not the ideal thing to do. Landon Cook, the returner there. I think if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard, you still got to run your offense. In an 8-man game, we're talking 22 minutes of football left to be played. A 20-point lead is not insurmountable by any means, but you got to find a way to score points, and the best way to do that is to do what you're good at.
So that is where they're going to start it. Like Trevor said, kind of got to run their offense. And they do run a lot. They don't pass a ton, but their running that they want to accomplish is the variety of getting their runners out in space, and hopefully they get the blockers and get some long runs.
And the way they kick as well, a touchdown and a kick to go your way, and all of a sudden this game feels totally different.
Yeah, they could recover those. The sweep is what I was thinking exactly, and they do get Oswald in space. He was forced to cut it back inside to where a lot of the defenders were, but they did move positive yardage, gets a 4-yard gain here. 3-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 7 now. Gets it to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we saw early on, of course, they were aided by a big kick return to start things with Caden Oswald, but, they were able to really, between the hashes with Caden Oswald, move the ball and eventually score, and then they just, have had drives fizzle out for one reason or another as of late.
He was able to slither and squirm out of some of those tackles early on, too, doing it all by himself. So let's see if we can get that going. Fake handoff to Caden Oswald. Wide Oswald, keep it, but nice one-on-one tackle there from the Warriors defender. Might have taken a cleat. No, he cramped up instantly. I think we might have cramped side by side each other, actually.
And that was, I wish when he comes up, I'll be able to tell you who it was, because that was a heck of a play by him to kind of stay to his assignment and not fall for any of the eye candy, and might have paid the price for a little bit as he's cramping up, and he'll have to be tended to near the Coon Rapids-Bayard sideline. But now it'll be a third down coming up for CRB.
Yeah, it'll be a 3-yard loss on that fake handoff bootleg there from Wyatt Oswald. The Warrior defender is still down. We never did get a number on who exactly it was that made the tackle.
Here we go.
And we're hopping up. That is actually going to be Clayton Miller on that one. So
makes sense. He's done a lot today. I think he's earned the right to cramp up.
Even though it is 8-man, I haven't really seen him on the defensive side that often. I didn't even take a big realization that he's out there that often.
He's listed as a linebacker.
Especially when you got 37 guys on your squad. You think maybe he could give your quarterback a rest or two. But, hey, he's a gamer. He was out there, but he's going to take a breather, get a drink of water, get some pickle juice in him. And Coon Rapids-Bayard is going to be on a 3rd and 10 situation here, trying to approach midfield. Back for a pass here is Oswald. Oswald delivers, does connect with.
Oh, dropped it.
Oh, that was intended. That'll be the 4th catch of the day for Heiderscheit, but did not get it. I thought he did have it in reach for it. Ended up calling that incomplete, though.
Maybe they say he stepped on the line out of bounds, but either way, it is
4th and 10 now.
Yeah, so 4th down. It's my man Darren Swenson checks into the building. Longtime friend of KMA Sports.
So, I guess you are down 20, kind of getting to it there. Looks like they're going to go for a punt, though, with Caden Oswald back. Waco Wayland's not going to fall for that, though. They don't even have anybody back. They're going to have all eyes there on Caden Oswald.
This was kind of the spot where they did that earlier.
And he does punt it. Let's see if we can check up for him. He does kind of get it out, probably out around the 12 or 13-yard line. So punt advances to the Waco. Where are they going to spot it here? 12-yard line, so that's where they're going to start at 1st and 10 for Waco Wayland coming up. Getting the ball after scoring on their first drive of the second half. They are up by 20. Is Clayton Miller okay after that cramp up? Are they going to send him back out there? Or are they going to have to go with a a backup quarterback, which I'm going to guess is Loudon Housingay doing wildcat formation stuff.
I was going to say, if it's not Miller, I would imagine that you'll see Loudon Housingay in the wildcat. But
yeah, Miller is along the sideline trying to run off a cramp there on the other side. He might be in camera view now at this point.
That's Miller jogging between the 10 and 20-yard line over there on the WACO Wayland sideline.
So Housingay will be there in that. Well, he's technically not wildcat because he's got a runner next to him. Let's see what they do with that. They do send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to that back beside him. And a nice stick there from the Bayard Crusaders. That's Bauer on that stick.
Hayden Shellman on the carry for WACO Wayland.
First run of the night for him, I believe.
Yes, it is. Now it looks like Miller.
Is he the one checking back in there?
Checking in, yes.
So, Hayden, you go in for one play, you get one run, and you get stuck right in the belly for a gain of 0.
What do you get in the stat book?
Definitely in the stat book. So, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Miller recovering from that cramping situation, goes in that shotgun. Got to imagine there's going to be a lot of Housingay or Samo coming up. There's Trevor's jet sweep. They do touch him in the backfield. Can't get him down once again. And finally, they do get him down. Brought down by Max Sherburn. Max Sherburn makes that tackle for loss. He's the 4th guy to touch Samo, though.
Yeah, and again, with the jet sweeps, we got another stoppage for what looks like another cramp. With plays like that rely on speed, anytime you can slow a runner down, you're going to allow another guy to get a hat on a hat and maybe prevent the big play. We've had, I think, about 3 stoppages now for cramps in the first 4.5 minutes of the second half.
And there's even guys that didn't stop going ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take a stretch-out moment here. I might as well hit me on the hamstrings as well. Man, that first half is long. If this is going to be the pace we're going to go out here in the second half, it's going to be long as well, even if we do get to the point where WACO can just run the ball and try to click that timeout. But, yeah, we got multiple players getting stretched out here all over the field. So, WACO, they're up 38-18, doing a good job of not getting flustered in that first half. Didn't score on their first drive of the game, and they actually went down a couple scores. They were down 12-0 at one point there in that first quarter, and they've kind of rebounded. They've gone on a 38-6 run since that moment there in the first half, doing a lot on the passing game when it came to capping off drives, Trevor.
Yeah, Coon Rapids-Bayard goes up 12-zip early, right? You get the big kick return to start things, short field, get a stop, score, and you're like, oh, man, this is a CRB team that came to play. Now, WACO has settled in a little bit. They had the 3rd and goal from the 24 that turns into a touchdown, the 3rd and 14 that turns into a touchdown. And I've really turned this game around just by settling in and relying on the passing game. It was good for them coming in. Clayton Miller now with, I believe, 8 touchdowns through the first 2 games of the year.
Oh, yeah, let's take a look at that. He's got 5 today, and 3 the other time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so really in that first game, too, he threw for 66%. Today he's 10 of 14, so, he's well in that 70% mark. On the year, he's 24 of 35. Pretty good, efficient passing there really from that senior quarterback.
And that's 67-ish%.
Yeah, pretty good, man.
At the high school level, pretty much anything you get over 60 is pretty good.
And if you're doing it at that clip, it's nothing but success. It's not like you're not getting very many yards. It's not like you're an Iowa quarterback throwing 66%, but you're only getting 80 yards a pass play or 80 yards a pass in a game.
Hey, Cade McNamara had 251 today.
There we go, 251 on a almost high school equivalent to a 4A playing an A team. So here we go. Miller does get the ball off there on that shotgun, and they do not catch him, and then he's going to be going to the house. Who is that on that run? Is that Housingay?
Yeah.
Housingay houses that one.
68 yards.
Wow, that is a long one. That is going to go for a long touchdown pass there from Clayton Miller to Loudon Housingay.
Another big play for the WACO offense, and we were just talking about how that's 5 touchdown passes for.
Yeah, and another completion and some more yards to add to it.
That'll play.
So that does take him now over 262 yards passing on the day. So 44-18 that moves the score. They're going to send their extra point man out there. Niles Reichenbach going to try to make another successful attempt at it. Going to take a referee moment timeout here. I don't know if this is going to be necessary. He's 70 yards back. I think we can take an extra point.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Oswald too.
Yeah, he was the one. He was the one getting that extra stretch when it was another player getting attended to. He was doing that stretch. So Reichenbach in there for that extra point. Good snap, good hold. That is up and good. So that brings it to 45-18. 45-18, 7 minutes left here in this third quarter here. Waco Wayland with that lead over Coon Rapids-Bayard. We'll be back to bring you the next kickoff here right after this. KMAland.com, KMA Extreme.
Salvage in Bartlett is no stranger to the ups and downs of owning and operating a small business. But no matter how much changes on their end, there's one thing that will always stay the same for their customers. It's cash. Call for the best scrap metal prices in the area and go ahead and test their unloading times. Then, when all is said and done, that's right, leave with cash. J-Dog Salvage, Bartlett, Iowa, 402-290-3124. That's 402-290-3124.
All right, welcome back here. 45-18 is the score in this 8-man affair, non-district play here in West Des Moines Valley. Battle of the Valleys matchup here on a Saturday football. Waco Wayland from the southeast side of the state taking on Coon Rapids-Bayard from the west side of the state here in this special matchup here at West Des Moines Valley. Fun event that they do hosting here. Waco is leading at 45-18. Early on in this matchup, it was a back-and-forth affair. Good matchup. But when it comes down to it, Coon Rapids-Bayard does not have very many players out there. It is hot. They are getting tired. They are getting cramped. It's just a little bit too much of that pass game from Waco Wayland. That's how they've really stretched this lead. Warriors kick it off. It's going to bounce along the sideline, go out of bounds. So it will be a penalty on that illegal procedure of a kickoff. Coon Rapids will be starting at the 25-yard line probably is what my guess will be.
So, and I'd have to brush up again on the kickoff out of bounds rule. There's a couple options you get in terms
You could make them re-kick it.
Yep, or have them.
Which they're doing.
Tack on yardage to the kick out of bounds. They're going to make them re-kick it.
So what they do is they're going to make them go 5 yards back and kick it 5 yards back farther. Try to get a nice return last night. That happened in my Clarinda-Shenandoah game last night. They wanted to make sure to get Caden Roop another attempt at returning a touchdown because he did return one all by himself that did get called back eventually, but he did it all himself and didn't need that penalty that got called. So they'll kick it off once again. This one is in the middle, but they're going to blow it dead. Might have gotten a little bit of an early start there from the people, the Gunners, leaving that line of scrimmage. So they blew it dead. They're going to make him kick it again. They're going to march it on back, and he's going to be kicking from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, far side, somebody jumped early. So now
everybody moves up again.
Yeah. So, I mean, now you're kicking 10 yards back from where you would usually kick.
So 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Waco kicking it off. We got Bauer back to return it as well.
Oswald.
I think it's Bennett Heiderscheit. I think it's number 8. He gets it. Heiderscheit gets it. Does make a little bit of a move. Does get it to the 27, 28-yard line. That is where they will start their drive.
So Wyatt Oswald right now laying on the 35-yard line, being tended to by the Coon Rapids-Bayard medical staff. So he will not come into the huddle for at least a play.
He's still on his backside, too, so it doesn't look like he's going to be getting in there anytime soon either as well, Trevor.
So it looks like Max Sherbrun, who's listed as the backup quarterback, is going to bring the play in. Oswald did. Oh, no, that's Heiderscheit. Never mind. I thought Oswald was the guy trotting over like he wanted to get in the game, but it was not him. So it'll be Sherbrun, it looks like, in there for him.
A strong to the right kind of formation. I think there's going to do soon by it's going to be Oswald, the younger Oswald, taking that snap. And I think Waco knew what they're going to do. If he's the only one back there, he's going to be running it.
Yeah,
and they sniffed it out. So that's going to be a loss of 4 or 5 yards there for the start of the Crusaders' drive. brings it back all the way to the 24-yard line. 5-yard loss there on first down. 2nd and 15 to go. Clock is going to be ticking now that play is run inside the play of field. Nothing got out of bounds, so it's going to be tick, tick, tick situation here for the Crusaders.
They haven't even broken the huddle yet.
They got 10 seconds left to go on that. I mean, it's going to be, it looks to me, if I had to take a wild guess, it's going to be the same play now to the left instead of the right. There it is, but Oswald's going to go to the right along that weak side. He gets nothing. That's going to be a no-gainer there for Oswald. Going to be a rough go here if Wyatt Oswald can't get back in the game, the senior quarterback for the Crusaders. It's going to be a rough go with Waco Wayland pinning their ears back and just going at the runners for Coon Rapids-Bayard.
Yeah, 3rd and 15, and without your quarterback in the game, this is a tough spot to be in.
Couple substitutions in and out. Got to still break that huddle like we said last time. You know, their field general's not out there. Things are just going to be moving a little bit slower when it's a dead ball, and then probably a little bit faster for everybody once that ball gets snapped. Empty backfield, spreading it way out. Going to be a throw here on there. Nice try there by Bryce Lewis, actually. Bryce Lewis, the backup quarterback, in there to try to throw that one. The sophomore slinging it out there. Incomplete pass.
Now they'll have to punt. Dusty, not that it's super important. I don't know if it's pickle juice or some sort of fluid or a popsicle, but Wyatt Oswald has been enjoying something on the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an icy of sorts. Yeah, I think it is a popsicle. Good there, Trevor. So see if we can get him recovered and get him back in the game.
Thought a popsicle sounded kind of good.
Now I wish I was cramping.
Don't say that.
All right, as a empty backfield on that 4th down, a little bit back farther, then probably going to be a punt situation. Oswald does punt it. No one back deep for Waco once again.
Nice punch.
Caden Oswald's average going to be pretty decent, except it does get in that end zone for a touchback. Could have been really good on that punt average. But it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 15 after that kick there from Coon Rapids. Waco will get it with another drive up 27 already. Looking with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter to extend that. Warriors sending their offense out once again, looking to really move that ball around and add to their stats.
Waco's had, 2 drives that have came up fruitless today? The one to start the game, and they had one at the end of the half.
I think that's right. Yeah, they bookended the half with getting stops there. 1st and 10 from the 15. Looks like same personnel pretty much out there everywhere for the Warriors. Miller in shotgun. Housingay beside him. Samo in motion. I've said that a time or two today. Housingay does get stuck behind the line, and he does take enough time to where a lot of Crusaders get to him eventually. Stop him for minimal gain at anything.
We're going to give him 1 to the 16.
Look like they will give him 1.
And I think now if you're Coach Edeker, you're probably going to see a lofty dose of Loudon Housingay over the next 16 minutes. 1, keep that clock running by running the football.
And even 2, don't want to throw too much on that videotape of how you would score to other teams. So this is already their second game of the year.
You're up 27.
No high-risk moves coming up here for the Warriors, I'm guessing. Couldn't quite get it to his running back in time on that high snap, so Miller had to just keep it, and he gets brought down for a gain of nothing. So it'll be 3rd and long now for the Warriors.
Yeah, that play was all about timing, and now I think Miller cramping as he is on the ground up. He tended to it, and Housingay's got to move forward on the snap, and with the snap being high, that kind of messes up the whole timing play, and Miller just has to eat it. Now he'll be tended to the 16-yard line.
He had cramped up already earlier in the game, so it's just going to be a situation. Both quarterbacks having to battle through it today. They've both been extremely active, both sides of the ball even. We got 4 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. We got 16 minutes left of gameplay left even for both squads. Going to be a hot afternoon. Going to be a lot to deal with. Should we go ahead and just take a break? He's not even up yet. We might as well take a 30-second break and just kind of bring you more action right after this after they attend to Clayton Miller.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back here. They're getting Clayton Miller off to the sideline. He's starting to walk even better every step he takes, kind of straighten himself out. So I'm going to take a wild guess it will be Loudon Housingay back there at quarterback. And that's who it is back there. And he's going to have back there beside him once again, Hayden Shellman. Housingay is going to take it himself, though. Makes one man miss. Tries to stiff arm another guy, but he held on to that stiff arm. He does gain a couple yards. Going to be 4th down. He gets it to the 20-yard line. 4th and about 5 or 6 to go now.
We might see our first WACO Wayland punt of the day.
Yeah, this is the first time they've really had their hand forced into doing so.
And I believe it's Housingay that's their punter.
So, yeah, he's practicing. He's kicking the air. So let's see how this goes down. Will be Caden Oswald back to receive. And Wyatt Oswald's out there again for the Crusaders, so he's recovered there from his cramping issues. There is that punt off the inside of the foot. Doesn't go very far. Stays on the WACO side of the field. Goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it was, Coon Rapids-Bayard got a good rush on that. It was almost partially blocked. And they're going to be in business to start this next drive. See if Oswald comes out there. Now, I don't see him.
He was out there on the punt return.
He's coming out.
Yeah, there we go. He's talking to Coach about what they're going to do. There we go. So 2:55 left in this third quarter. Crusaders working on the Warriors side of the ball field. Shotgun formation, split back on either side of Wyatt Oswald. Snap going. They're going to go for a pass. He is open. And does he come down with it? That's another nice catch. Are they going to say it's incomplete? Oh, shoot, another time that Heiderscheid fooled me thinking he made a nice catch. Just could not come up with it.
Yeah, Oswald's going to want that one back. If he hits Heiderscheid in stride, maybe one in the air where he doesn't have to go to the ground to get, with the route and the separation he had, that's got touchdown written all over it.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 there after that nice pass attempt. And I was just going to make the comment that Tyler Moore's been out there the whole game and has not cramped up. And there he goes with a cramping situation coming off the sideline. The big center, D-tackle, and kick specialist for the Crusaders.
He's earned a water break.
That's what I mean. He's been out there the entire time, every single manner there is. So under center now is Wyatt Oswald. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Bauer. Bauer with a nice burst of speed there from the get-go. Does take it about 7 yards or so. Gets it to the 30-yard line.
I would imagine, both coaches in the nightcap, Dusty, Greg Ernster on the Fremont Mill side, Mark Scott on the Turkey Valley side, probably seeing the cramping and the stoppages we've had. And I'd imagine, probably not much you can do now with 2 hours before kick, but you're telling your guys, hey, let's make sure we're hydrated and ready to go.
Yeah, you can get some water in them, I guess, here in a little bit. Oswald is under center. Going to do that end around to Caden Oswald. He gets around the edge, has one more man to beat. He does so. Now it's a foot race. He does beat another guy, beats another, and he's in the end zone. Nice run there by Caden Oswald.
30-yard touchdown. His first touchdown of the day. His brother had the previous 3. Caden Oswald says it's my turn to get in the scorebook, and Coon Rapids-Bayard with a nice possession there.
Yeah, that's kind of unfair for him to be that big of a workhorse all day and not have a touchdown. So he just went ahead and took things in his own hands, made 2 guys miss, and then outran 2 others in for that 30-yard touchdown. Nice run there from that sophomore running back. Now a 2-point conversion coming up for the Crusaders. Going to go empty backfield, really spread them out. No, it's not. They're doing that special formation once again where they spread everybody out.
Swinging gate kind of. Well, I guess not necessarily.
Swinging on like both sides. So it's going to be a bad snap. Oswald's going to have to just heave it up there. It is going to Heiderscheid. Did not connect. So another missed, failed opportunity on that 2-point conversion. So it'll be 24-45, 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Crusaders do answer back with a touchdown. They're down 21. We'll bring you more action here in the third quarter. WACO about to receive the ball, coming back right after this.
Business majors at Northwest Missouri State University gain the knowledge and the experiences of agriculture as well as business foundations. Northwest's faculty focuses on 4 core areas: agricultural finance, agricultural marketing, agricultural policy, and economics of agricultural production. Career opportunities in this field at Northwest include agricultural sales representative, grain merchandising, agricultural lender, operations manager, and claims adjuster. Find out more about an agricultural business major at Northwest Missouri State University.
All right, welcome back here. After that touchdown, Trevor Mater and I having a little discussion. Tyler Moore was cramping up, and he had to come out there when the offensive set was going on. He is on the bench. He's the guy that's been doing the kickoffs for him, so it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this kickoff situation. Not like Tyler Moore was really booting it through the end zone. He's kind of trying to do little pooch kicks or even little onside kicks to try to get a recovery here for the Crusaders. But
Benjamin Ayala kicking.
Ayala, we'll see what he can do now, if he's going to send it deep, or is he going to try to do the same approach that Moore was doing?
That's what I would do. Give yourself at least a chance to get the ball. I mean, you need multiple scores in a short amount of time if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard.
So here he goes back for a kick. He's going to try to kick it long. It is just up over the up backs. Taken there. That is going to be nothing but a house call there. That's going to be returned for a touchdown, and just like that, in 7 seconds, going to be an answer and a touchdown there for the WACO Warriors.
Hayden Shellman, the kick returner on that one. He caught it on a hop and got to the outside, a full head of steam. Just like that, this lead back up to 21.
And just like that, back up to 21.
27, my bad.
Oh, yeah, 27. Just like he said so. Shellman, nice return there. Returns it for a touchdown.
They're going to kick the PAT.
Yeah, they're going to kick the PAT. They're going to send him out there once again. He made a couple of them, missed a couple. Well, he only missed one, I think, as Niles Reichenbach there for the Warriors. He kicks it plenty high every time. Not going to get blocked. And there it is, up and good, so that will move it to a 22-point lead now.
28.
That's right. You said 21, there was 27.
Yeah, no,
so, yeah, 28. So
off.
52. Well, see, that's what the scoreboard had 45 of there. Now they got it 52-24. That is the score. Another kickoff coming up after this here. WACO Wayland kicking off to Coon Rapids. We'll be back right after this. KMAland.com, KMA Extreme.
With a chronic respiratory condition, Rogers Pharmacy can provide what you need. Rogers Pharmacy offers a full line of respiratory equipment like oxygen, BiPAP, CPAP, and nebulizers. Rogers Pharmacy isn't a big box pharmacy where you may have to wait for days and weeks to get what you need. They're a full-service, independent, family-owned pharmacy, and they go above and beyond to offer you the quality service and products you deserve. See Rogers Pharmacy in Tarkio, Maryville, Mound City, St. Joseph, and Stanberry, Missouri. Visit Rogers Pharmacy online at rogersrx.com.
All right, welcome back here. 2 minutes left in this third quarter, 52-24. WACO Warriors leading by 28 points, getting ready to kick off to the Crusaders of Coon Rapids-Bayard. Niles Reichenbach getting ready to kick off. Trevor, they have Clayton Miller out there on the kickoff team even.
Dude's a dog. At least he has been today.
No rest for the weary when it comes to 8-man football. So here we go, set to get this kick off going. Bauer and Oswald back to return. Kind of a little pooch kick it is. Touched already, so live ball obviously anyway. It is going to be fielded there by the up back. He returns it to the 28-yard line.
Bennett Heiderscheid on the return. Yeah, it ricocheted off the foot or an ankle or a leg of an up back, and that was a live ball. But Coon Rapids-Bayard in business now at their own 30-yard line.
When I was a freshman in high school, we had a situation where the kicker kicked it off one of the very front linesmen, hit off our guy's stomach right back to the kicker, who was the team's best player, and then they were just on a return, and they returned it for a touchdown.
Do you remember who it was?
It was Shenandoah Devin Hogue on the kickoff, and he was 6'4", 200 pounds as a freshman, and we had no chance to return it. Yeah, I had never seen that play before in my life, and I was like, oh my God, of course it would happen to us. So Coon Rapids has that ball 1st and 10 from the 28. Back to pass to Heidenscheid. Almost had him just about 2 inches too tall. Incomplete pass on 1st down.
Yeah, now Coon Rapids-Bayard in a spot where you're down 28. If you want to scratch and claw back into this, which, I mean, is by all means you're right if you want to try. And it's an 8-man game, you definitely have a shot. You're going to have to try to hit a big play, whether that be through the air or on the ground. They tried to get it there, had the right idea, just couldn't quite hook up.
And they do have Heidenscheid to do it. I mean, he does have 3 catches for 43 yards on the day. They've kind of targeted him probably about 4 or 5 times in a row now, though, where they've missed him. Haven't been able to connect in quite some time. 2nd and 10. Receivers out on either side and backs on the other side of Oswald. They do have Bauer out, slipped pass there, but do not make the connection. That's going to be another incomplete pass.
And if the safety, Hayden Shellman, who just had that kick return for a touchdown, if he lays off of that a little bit and doesn't come up ready to crunch, he's probably actually got a pick 6 coming his way because it was deflected. Would have been right where he was, but he just moved.
Nothing but green in front of him if he would have made that play. So we'll bring up 3rd and 10 here. Minute 35 left in this 3rd quarter. Nobody in the backfield as the Crusaders break their huddle. 4 receivers outright, 2 and 2. Going to be a fake pass, and Oswald's going to take it up the middle. He's brought down immediately. Going to be a 4th and 8 to go now.
Yeah, I think you got to go for it.
No doubt about it. 4th and 8.
Tyler Moore is back in the game, by the way, for Coon Rapids-Bayard. Good to see.
I kind of saw him hop up as that. Well, now he's going to just get substituted just for reasons now. But when that kickoff was about to go off, I think he hopped up going, hey, this is my job. But didn't get to the coaches in time. And actually, they're going to go back for a punt, it looks like. At the moment, they're lining up for it. Oswald's not going to punt it, though. He might have the edge there to get that 1st down, and he does. Makes one man miss, gets out of bounds, and Caden Oswald converts that nice run there for 1st down, takes it down to the 36-yard line.
We saw them try that earlier with a fake punt, and it did not work at all. They go to the well again, and that time able to keep the drive alive. So we get to the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
So now on the WACO side of the field is Coon Rapids breaking their huddle. Tyler Moore back in there at guard. Strong on the left side here for the Crusaders. Hand it off to Bauer up the middle. He's going to gut the middle, though, and lay a shoulder down and get a 1st down. Nice hard run there from Bauer. Takes it down to the 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Bauer hit the truck button, and he hasn't had a lot of touches tonight or today. Makes the most of that one. And Coon Rapids-Bayard knocking on the door of the red zone at the 23-yard line with under 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
So Ethan Bauer gets that 1st down run. He's a junior running back last year, didn't get too many touches, only had 133 yards on the whole season last year. Gonna guess he's gonna get a couple more touches this year. He's got a good couple strong runs. Heidenscheid is open. They're gonna try to get it to him. They do make the connection. He makes one man miss, and that's a touchdown. Nice pitch and catch there from the Crusader to score a touchdown of 23 yards.
Back to being a little bit of a shootout.
Heidenscheid goes ahead and goes there for that touchdown. That is his 5th catch of the day. Brings it to 52-30.
28-yard TD on that?
Yes, it was. I'm at 23. No, 28. I think you're right.
Yeah,
28. Yep, 28. So the Crusaders not giving up quite yet. Going to go for this 2-point conversion. They haven't got one yet. That's their 5th touchdown of the day and haven't got a 2-point conversion yet.
And think about the difference in this, Dusty.
There it is. Oswald does finally convert on there. Nice rushing touchdown. Does convert for that 2-point conversion.
Now, the numbers say you're not going to get all 4 prior to that, but let's say you even get 2 of them. That makes it 52-36. It's a 2-score game right now instead of 3 scores. Of course, if you got all 5, you'd be at 52-40, where it'd be less than a 2-score game. But still alive.
It is interesting. That's a whole possession,
yeah,
literally.
I mean, they've given up a whole other touchdown just by not being able to convert on 2-point plays.
I feel like you're going to see that in 8-man more than any other style of play. So, that is interesting there. Tyler Moore, unfortunately, down with another cramping situation. The all-district lineman for the Crusaders. Going to have to get him to recover once again. Luckily, you know what? I don't think he's on the kickoff team.
He's a kicker.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, how did I forget? At least he's a safety on that. Yeah, you're right. He is the kicker. Well, it looks like Wyatt Oswald's going to be back there saying, hey, I'm going to go ahead and try to give this a try now. The do-it-all for him anyway. Wyatt Oswald, senior quarterback, linebacker. Now he's going to give the kickoff a try himself. 52-32, 20-point lead. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. And I'm going to say he should have been doing this all day. It did go out of bounds, but nonetheless, it got down to the 5-yard line. I don't know, maybe they saw something. He'll be doing it later on as the year goes on. Illegal procedure, so they will get it at the 25-yard line. I'm assuming they're not going to make him kick it again. I guess you are only up 20. I keep thinking it's a little more than that. If you want to get a return like you already did last time. But it looks like they're going to be okay with just taking that at the 25-yard line and get their offense out there.
Now I think, though, if you're Waco Wayland, you're in a spot where you're going to try to maybe go back to what you've done well today. So you might see them go to a little bit more of the passing game just because 20-point lead is, you don't get too conservative. Another punt and a quick CRB strike, and all of a sudden this starts to feel like the momentum shifts. And I think they're going to make him re-kick it.
That's a long time.
No, they're not. Okay. So the ball goes to 35.
So that does go to the 35. So even that's what happens in the 100-yard field. It goes to the 35. So same thing?
I'm going to have to brush up on the kickoff out of bounds rule at some point, but they'll take over at the 35.
Fishy. But nonetheless, Waco gets it. They got Miller back there in that shotgun. Housingate next to him. I was about to call Samo motion just because. So they're actually going to pass it. Samo comes down with that nice quick tackle. Good job by Samo to hold on to it. But no, as I say that, they're going to say incomplete.
Yeah,
Did not hold on to it.
He took a lick as he was about to catch it. Caden Oswald delivered the smack.
So a rare incompletion here from Clayton Miller.
So 2nd and 10 now, just 2 seconds left in this quarter.
Yeah, 2 seconds left. Couldn't quite get to the quarter break there. So this quarter alone is taking 40 minutes. So another shotgun situation. They're going to do an option here. Miller does end up at last second pitching at the housing gate. Nice pitch and a nice, decent one-handed snag. And good job by Bauer on defensive and didn't let him, maybe got a gain of 1, if anything. That is going to call the quarter, though. We'll see where they end up spotting it after this. We'll go ahead and take that quarter break at that through three quarters. 52-32, Waco Wayland Warriors up on the Coon Rapids-Bayard Crusaders. 52-32. We'll be back right after this to bring you fourth quarter action. KMAland.com, KMA Extreme here up in West Des Moines Valley.
Shenandoah Medical Center, in collaboration with MD West 1, provides the most comprehensive orthopedic care in our region. Whether you have pain stemming from an athletic injury or overuse, you will have immediate access to high-quality orthopedic care. My name is Michael Delpore, and I am an orthopedic surgeon specializing in the upper extremity. Whatever the case, I will work with you to determine the best treatment plan. For more information about our extensive orthopedic coverage, simply call 712-246-7400.
All right, welcome back here in West Des Moines Valley. Dusty Scahill, Trevor Mater on this call, watching Coon Rapids take on the Waco Wayland Warriors. So is this technically a home game for Coon Rapids since they're the home team?
They're technically considered the home team.
But, I mean, like we said earlier on, the 4 teams that are playing here today, they flip-flopped who they're playing. They probably had the same situation last year, so it's not like it's a big disadvantage for anybody. But here we are. We're starting the fourth quarter. Waco is up by 20. They have the ball on their own 26, and they're facing a 3rd and 9 situation. I don't know where they have the ball. Oh, maybe it's on the 36. There we go.
So a little clarification from our unofficial KMA Sports officiating analyst Derek Howard on kickoff out of bounds. It goes to the 35. If the kick goes out of bounds before the 35, it goes to the spot.
Well, that was deep. That was way past the 35.
So it went to the third. The kick.
Oh, right. Yeah, so otherwise it would be a spot. Okay, I see what he's saying. Miller goes back for a deep pass. He's looking for Samo, and man, what a pitch and catch. Samo runs underneath it. He threw it high enough to let his receiver get underneath there. Another 3rd and 9 or even more situation that the Waco Wayland Warriors end up connecting on. That's about 4 or 5 of those today, Trevor, where they've needed at least 9, and they get it with ease.
Now Miller's got to be flirting with over 300 yards.
Let me kind of
he's got to be close to 300 yards.
Let me see where they're going to end up spotting that. They're on the 9-yard line. Let's see where this takes us. Click my little handy dandy stat tracker here.
Oswald comes up limping for Coon Rapids-Bayard, that being Caden Oswald.
Yeah, he's the one that ended up making the tackle, kind of landed in a pile situation. First time he's cramped today, and once you start cramping, I think it just sticks with you. 297.
Okay.
So he is inching there.
Yeah, he's 3-yard pass here, and he's over 300.
Yeah, if they throw it in for a touchdown in any form, he's probably going to get him there. And without the Crusaders' best defensive back in there. So shotgun, Miller does put Samo in motion. He's going to run it, though, so it's going to be all Clayton Miller and nowhere to go. Crusaders sniffed it out, didn't get very many blockers, and they came and crashing in on that quarterback. I think they're going to give him a gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal to go from the 8-yard line, from the inside box of the soccer field. So we got 3 receivers after the huddle breaks here on Miller's left side, 1 out wide to his right. Look out for Housing Gay looking up tall, but there's going to go a complete quarterback keeper to that left side. They do force him out, but he gets a significant gain. Actually, they're going to say he stepped out sooner than I thought, probably down to the 3-yard line is Miller. So 3rd and goal to go, 3-yard line Miller, 2 runs in a row after that long pass, trying to get him a running stat.
Yeah, you've got 2 plays to get 3 yards here. If you're Coach Edeker and the Warriors, I'd give it to Housengate and let the bull go to work. But as I say that, they're going to spread everybody out.
Yeah, he's just kept walking away from the running back here, spreading everyone out. So they're really going to go Housengate on that sort of short end around, and he just cuts it right back up the middle, and he gets his own touchdown.
His 3rd, I believe, of the day. Had 2 receiving, now the 1.
So it brings it to a 58-32 score here at the moment.
Hope he took
That's Housingate's 2nd touchdown, but they're both the rushing variety.
He had a 68-yard reception touchdown earlier as well. The PAT is up and good.
Maybe I put it down for Samo. I thought he had 2 of them. So up and good. That's going to do 59-32 on that score. 10:48 left here in that ball game. They go back up by 27 points do the Waco Warriors. We'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break and bring you the kickoff right after this here on the KMA Extreme.
T&T Ford outside Red Oak will have you taking notice. Sure, the name and logo are nice, but those trucks, and more trucks are guaranteed to catch your eye. And Ag Country trucks aren't just about convenience, they're part of the operation. And the sales team at T&T Ford can help you find and finance the right Ford truck to take you from to-do to done with efficiency. Plus, their service team has the know-how to keep your truck at its best. New name, new experience. T&T Ford just east of Red Oak and anytime at tntford.com.
All right, welcome back here. Kickoff, getting ready. West Des Moines Valley watching this 8-man non-district matchup. Waco Wayland Warriors up 59-32, up by 27 with just under 11 minutes left in the ball game. Getting ready to kick off to the Crusaders. .10:48 left, like I said. Niles Reichenbach going on for that kickoff, the lefty kicker. Getting ready. He's running up to it, sends it off. Is a squibbler. They're going to have to up back, have it come and get it. Someone's going to have to fall on it. Someone does fall on it there eventually. The up back who fell on it might be cramping up just from falling on it. It's just hard times going out there for anyone that ends up on the ground. So that will be landed on at the 22-yard line of Coon Rapids.
Yeah, so 10:44 to go, and if you're Coon Rapids, every drive from here on out, it's got to end in a touchdown.
And a stop.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to probably need a kick or two to go your way.
So Wyatt Oswald gets out there, goes, talks to his huddle, talks to his team. He does have Bauer out there. I believe Caden Oswald made it out there after he was cramping last time. So here we go. It is a shotgun. Does hand it off up the middle. Bauer once again puts his shoulder down. He's a strong, hard runner, that junior running back.
Well, and Bauer hasn't had a ton of touches today, so he's probably a little fresher than a lot of other guys. But, man, he's running hard and really trying to earn himself some more carries.
That's an 8-yard run there on that first down. Good job there from that junior running back. He's listed at 6'1", 175. I don't know if that might be generous on both ends of those. So Wyatt Oswald's also listed at 6'1". He looks kind of a couple inches taller than his running back counterpart. They're going to give it back to him again. Hey, young man, you got a good 8-yard run. Go ahead and get yourself a first down, and he does so. 3-yard run, gets that first down, does Ethan Bauer. So, be first down for Coon Rapids. Bauer kind of has I think, equipment failure there, so he has to be popping out unless, he might be more injury related. He kind of bends over in pain. Hope it's not a tooth situation. He's kind of looks like he's kind of trying to get a tooth situation out of there. So it will be a shotgun 1st and 10. Oswald looking to go all by himself on that quarterback keeper, trying to find some blockers. Does weave and bob and weave his way through, but only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of nothing there on first down. So the quarterback for Coon Rapids doesn't get anywhere, remains at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. 33-yard line, down by 27 points and 9 minutes left here in the game, and that clock is ticking.
Yeah, but right now, if you're Coon Rapids-Bayard, I mean, you're just trying to run your offense, get some positives, and if you can find a way to maybe score quickly and get some things to go your way and get back in this, great.
So here he goes, 2nd and 10. They do get it. It's going to be a pass situation. He does try to get it off. He's going to scramble now, but does find someone open the middle. And guess who it is?
Heiderscheit.
Heiderscheit, the only one I believe that's caught a pass for them all game.
Is that his 6th catch, 7th catch?
I think it's around 5 or 6 at least. Once I figure out where they spotted, I'll be able to kind of look at this a little better. That goes down to the Waco 33-yard line. Excellent stuff there from the pitch and catch of Oswald to Heiderscheit. It will be his 5th catch of the game, 5 for 81 yards, and he's been targeted for about 5 more. So, tight formation under center. They're going to do a sweep to Caden Oswald. Tries to get some blockers, does weave his way through one small hole, and gets a good run there on first down.
A gain of about 6, so we'll call it, 6 to the 27-yard line.
So it'll be second and just a very manageable to go. 2nd and 4. Under 8 minutes left to go in the game. For Coach Moore, he might want to be considering a couple more pass plays. Maybe have Heiderscheid be a decoy finally for once and try to find somebody else. As far as no screens for Bauer or Oswald been called yet, because those guys like to get out in space.
They went to a couple of them early.
And they give it to Bauer up the middle. He finds a nice hole, makes one man miss, trying to outrun the rest. They push him forward, and I think he's in.
I think he is too.
They're going to say touchdown. Nice run there from Ethan Bauer, the junior running back. Gets a nice carry, 27-yard touchdown.
Yeah, his first touchdown of the year. Another touchdown for Coon Rapids-Bayard. So if you're the Crusaders, you like some of the things you've been able to show today offensively.
Yeah, most definitely. You definitely have tools, and there's no doubt about it. WACO Wayland's a good 8-man team. They're featuring these 4 schools for a reason. They got good players and good teams to put together. So that does bring it 59-38. Extra 2-point conversion coming up for the Crusaders, trying to get it to a 19-point deficit. At the moment, we're at 21. Coon Rapids players are just exhausted. Bauer, after that 27-yard run, is just gassed. He's on the sidelines, on his backside. Couldn't get players out there quite in time, so they're going to have to waste a timeout, unfortunately, are the Crusaders. Talk it over how they're going to get this 2-point conversion. We'll be back right after this, after Coach Moore talks it over here on the KMA Extreme.
Our name says it all. We're Total Farm Solutions. This is Eric with TFS, and when it comes to your operation, we want to be your total partner in and out of the field. We're your Pioneer seed dealer, along with bulk options and seed treatments. And we study genetics, offering scouting and agronomic solutions. Taking care of our customer is part of our total service. We're Total Farm Solutions. Give us a call or find our office just outside of Carson.
All right, welcome back here. 2-point conversion coming up for Coon Rapids-Bayard. 59-38 is the current score. 7:30 left in the ball game. Coon Rapids trying to convert this 2-point conversion, then probably, they've been doing a lot of the same of those kickoffs where they're not true kickoffs, trying to surprise them or get a pooch kick or something. So they have to get the ball back ASAP if you're Coach Moore and the Crusaders.
Yeah, need a lot of things to go your way, and it starts with getting a 2-point conversion here, something that has not really been a strong thing for them. I think, one of 5 on those so far?
Yeah, you are right. 1 of 5 here. And this is the 6th touchdown. We'll see how this goes. There goes that balanced set of a swinging gate of sorts. They're going to try to just quickly throw it over there. They're going to say,
yeah, I think.
Don't even get the ball off. False start.
They got it off.
False start there, so someone got a little bit happy feet, probably on the side closest to us on this sideline. That's where the flag came from. So they're going to have to do a different variety of an extra point here if you're Coach Moore and the Crusaders.
By the way, worth noting, both these teams back at it next week. Really interesting matchup coming up for WACO Wayland. I think they'll take on an Iowa Valley team that is in the top 10 of the KMA Sports Class 8 player state rankings. Coon Rapids-Bayard will get Baxter.
It might be an encroachment now on this penalty, so 5 yards going to be marched back. So not only does a lot of scoring take a lot of time for a football game, cramping takes a lot of time. And then we get back-to-back penalties. No time off the clock here. 7:30 still in this fourth quarter.
And by the way, CRB is going to open up district play, 8-player District 9 with the Baxter Bolts. Next Friday night, they will host Baxter.
So is that rare? Do they get a
No, there's a handful of schools that'll start district play at the small school level. Now, in the larger schools, 3A, 4A, 5A don't usually start till like week 5.
So is it only district games from here on out?
Nope, there'll be some non-district games because there's a penalty on the incomplete pass and a 2-point try. So let's see. Just look at Coon Rapids-Bayard's schedule. They'll play Cam in week 4 in non-district play. So you get 8 regular season games. They'll have 2 non-district games. This is one of them. Cam will be their other one.
Okay, well, Cam will be the other one. That's going to be a fun game here in KMA land. 2 good tradition programs going at it. So we're going to have a kickoff situation coming up for Coon Rapids. Yeah. Go ahead and take a quick commercial break here. Yeah, offensive pass interference. That got blown off. That was the flag call, but nothing happened there. We'll be back right after this to bring you more. 7:30 left in this ball game. Crusaders down by 21.
is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
All right, welcome back here to the KMA Extreme of the Battle for the Valleys 8-man football. Here up in West Des Moines Valley. West Des Moines Valley hosting this game. Players are all on the wrong side of the field. Everybody's are 6s and 7s out there. That actually happened in our game last night, too. A situation
first
where
game of the season.
Both teams had to flip back and forth. Wyatt Oswald for the Crusaders, the only one that knew it. So we're at a point where it's 59-38, 7.5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
So Oswald looks like he's going to kick again.
Yeah, he did the last kickoff, kicked it deep, and he kicked it off to the right side. So he's going to move over about 10 yards or so, 5 yards or so. See if that was his problem.
I don't know that I'd be kicking it deep, though. I think I would try to put one short in the air, give my guys a chance to get under it, and give us a chance to get a little bit of a spark if I'm Coach Moore.
Here they are. Here is the kick from Oswald. Kicks it straight forward, kind of a bouncer. And this is probably there was a kick return for a touchdown here from Waco. If that ankle tackle by Oswald isn't made, that might have been more of the same there.
Yeah, Hayden Shellman, who busted the one earlier, he was not far away from his second house call of the day. But 7:23 to go in this one, up by 21. If I'm Coach Edeker, I run the football, and just try to get out of here.
Yeah, that's definitely might be the case. Up by 21. They have the ball on the 32-yard line. And you got Loudon Housinger with you. You're going to try Housingay. Sorry, I have to mess that name up 3 times in a row. Loudon Housingay. I've said it only 35 times today. Miller does get that shotgun, hands it off to Housingay. He's got a couple blocks up the middle, does drag a couple Crusaders with him as well, gets a run of about 8 or 9 yards. Nice first down play there from Coach Edeker.
Yeah, so again, I think you're going to see a hefty dose of Housingay, who, early on in the game, it was Clayton Miller finding Isaac Rich, right? I think 4 times they connected. And then the second half's been about Housingay. He's got the 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. He's got a rushing touchdown. As I say that, he'll come out of the game with under 7 minutes to go.
So it'll be 2nd and 1, long one to go here for the Warriors. Miller in that shotgun formation. Does hand it off, but he's going to be met behind the backfield. That will be Hayden Shellman with a loss. Tough going so far on those 2 rushes there for Hayden Shellman. He did have a kick return for a touchdown.
Big Chance Barron's there to gobble him up for the tackle, and it'll be 3rd and 3 coming up for Waco Wayland, the Coon Rapids, at their own 39-yard line.
They trade 39-yard lines there. It was on Coon Rapids 39. Now it will be on Waco's 39 for that 2-yard loss. 3rd and 3 to go.
Looks like a passing set.
And Miller does find Samo once again. He has a lot of catches, and a lot of them have been for first downs. That's another connection there from Miller.
Gain of 8 for the first down.
Down to that 36-yard line of Coon Rapids.
I think Miller's over 300 now.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Let's go look at that.
I know he was at like 295.
Yeah, let's do that. 302. There we are.
At some point, we'll have to add up the total offensive yards on both sides because we got to be.
I don't have enough fingers and toes for that.
Yeah, well, luckily there's an app on or a setting on iTouchdown that I can show you later. We got to be getting close to 1,000 total yards of offense, I would imagine.
Another rough go there for Hayden Shellman. Tries to get it going there, but going to be a gain of nothing. Poor guy.
Hey, he
gets in there when it's like poor guy gets in there when they know they're going to run it, and they just hound on that running back. I believe he's got 3 rushes for -1 yards. But like you said, got that really nice kick return.
And
I think he's going to be A-okay with that stat.
And for him, it's a chance, too, to kind of learn, get some live reps.
Approaching 5 minutes left here in this ball game. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Ooh, high snap. That's going to be backwards, and Miller's going to have to just fall on it. Is that even Miller?
Yeah, it's Is that Shellman?
Number
Nope,
11. That is going to be
Nick West.
Nick West on that quarterback there. So they got the youngster in there. Snap goes over his head. Unfortunate for him. Goes all the way back to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, so third down now coming up, under 5 minutes to go in this one. We're seeing some of the starters come out for Waco Wayland. I see Isaac Rich just went over to the sideline. He's got his helmet in his hand. His day probably done.
3rd and 25 here for the Warriors and this second-team offense. Shotgun. West is back to throw. They are going to throw it. So how sure are we that it was Miller that threw that ball at Samo earlier?
That was Miller.
All right, there we go. So incomplete pass there from West. Fourth and 25. I wonder how many times the second-team offense in practice has practiced 4th and 25.
Probably not, and that's why they're going to punt it away. Caden Oswald back to return for Coon Rapids-Bayard. Reminder, this is the first of 2 games on the KMA video stream today. Fremont Mills Turkey Valley coming up in the nightcap.
Snap is good. Gets the punt off. It goes towards the sideline. Oh, whoa, that is well out of bounds. Who knows where that went out of bounds at?
Yeah, I've never envied officials when they have to try to spot.
I don't understand the science.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, how's the guy that's behind the punter supposed to be like, and it went out there? No idea where they're spotting this. 38-yard line. Of which side? Coon Rapids side.
So the CRB 38-yard line will be where they start this next drive. 4:04 to go.
So here we go. Marching Coon Rapids back out there. Coon Rapids has Bauer out there. I believe that's Caden Oswald and White Oswald. So they still got their guys out there trying to score. They're down 21 points with 4 minutes left. 4:04 left in the ball game. White Oswald breaks the huddle. Bauer beside him. Caden Oswald behind that. Sweep of sorts too. Caden Oswald makes one man miss. Drags another. Spins out of that tackle. Gets out of another. And now it's just going to be a house call for Caden Oswald. And he does get in. Try to get chased down there by Shellman, but does not convert.
42 yards.
42-yard touchdown run for Caden Oswald. And, of course, he got tackled, so that means it's going to be a cramping situation because everyone's been cramping all afternoon.
It's been a long day. I mean, we're going on, 3 hours now of this game. He did kind of hop up rather quickly.
42-yard run there for the sophomore. So he's had 2 long touchdown runs today.
What's that put him at for yardage?
That puts him at 146 yards on 14 carries. So 10 a clip.
It's pretty good. That's like Darren Swenson numbers.
And I'm going to say Caden has cramped the least out of all of the starters, too. He's been in there almost the whole game. So they're going to do a pitch to Bauer on this 2-point conversion. He's just looking for something. He does make one man miss, and he does get in. So nice rush there from Ethan Bauer.
I like how Bauer runs.
I do, too. Yeah, he's good for talent out there for sure.
It's a little bit of life for Coon Rapids-Bayard. Now I would definitely try some sort of onside kick.
Yeah, we've been saying it for a couple times this half. We got just under 4 minutes, and you're down by 13 points. Yeah, like you said, it easily could be 59-4 or 59-54.
So you got 336 total yards for Coon Rapids-Bayard via Dusty's unofficial statistics, 399 yards for Waco Wayland. That would be 735 total yards of offense.
I actually believe it is more than that because I think I messed up Samo's rush yards as well. Because, I have him for negative. I think it actually pops. So I think he has 28 yards rushing. So actually, if you want to add 28 to that Waco total.
Yeah, so 763 is what.
Woo! That's a lot of offense.
Yes. And, we're talking 105 total points right now, and maybe not done.
Oh, boy, yeah, 4 minutes left. I would be unless.
Yeah, Waco.
I guess you do have to put your first team out there because Clayton Miller's back out there on the kick return now. And that is going to bounce. It's going to be fielded actually by Shellman, so Shellman's going to have to take it. Nobody's really blocking for him, but they thought he was kind of done with. He does return it to the 23 or 24.
A little surprised that we haven't seen them maybe try to onside kick it, pop one up in the air.
Yeah, you do it on the first kickoff of the game, but not now.
Like the first couple. Because now, I mean, you've got 2 timeouts, so you're going to have to get a quick stop, score, get the ball back, go back down the field and score.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight is 20/20, but, man, if they convert on just enough of those, they could easily be in a one-possession game right now in those 2-point conversions. So, nonetheless, they are back out there. It's going to be Miller on the run. They got the first-teamers back out there once again. Mallard kind of puts his head down and concedes to that run after a 5-yard gain.
He got sandwiched by a bevy of Crusaders, Bauer, Sherbrune, among those in there. Like Tyler Moore was also in on the tackle, so we get to 3.5 minutes to go in this game.
2nd and 5 situation, 2nd and 4. And Coach Edeker just going to let this clock tick as much as he can. Ensure that they can walk out of this West Des Moines Valley field with a win.
Waco Wayland, a team that's had a lot of success over the last couple of years. 2022, they played for a state title, losing to Remsen St. Mary's.
Quick pass there by Miller. Does kind of scoop and hit the ground, I believe, but he might have got his hands under it, does Samo. They're going to say he did.
Yep,
No, they are going to say they didn't. So, incomplete there. Another rare incompletion here from Miller.
I don't feel like he's had very many of those today.
He has not.
So, and you asked me this question all the way back in our open, Dusty, about the distance from Coon Rapids to Wayland.
6 incompletions while you're looking that up for Miller today.
3 hours and 19 minutes.
That's a cruise. And then, so Fremont Mills and Turkey Valley will be even farther?
I looked the other day just for fun. I want to say it was 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's corner to corner. Bad snap. Miller's got to get rid of it, and, man, he does so. And then that's going to be another house call. That's going to be a different receiver, so someone else
Rich.
is going to get it. Oh, no, you're right. That is Rich. I thought I saw 11. Well, no, so quite the opposite. So Rich is going to be walking in for, what, his 5th touchdown?
Yes. And that is 8 touchdown passes for 8 for Miller today. That's going
to be 7 for Miller and then 5 for Isaac Rich. He's got 158 yards on 6 catches. So only 1 catch of his was not a touchdown. That's efficiency from a receiver standpoint.
Yes.
So that's going to be 65-46, 2:48 left, and we are over 100 points now.
Yeah, 111 to be exact.
I wasn't going to be exact. Kick is up and good. Once again, Niles. I can remember the first name. That last name is Reichenbach. So I think he had 1 block. Is that the only one he's missed?
He had 1 earlier, too, that was not good. But, I mean, he's had a pretty efficient day kicking.
Yeah, decent kickoffs as well. So it's going to be 66-46, 2:48 left. Waco will be kicking off after this. We'll bring you back right after this to bring you the rest of the game here on the KMA Extreme, KMAland.com.
Nutrien Ag Solutions takes the responsibility of growing seriously. As a leader in the ag sector, they provide their customers with complete agriculture solutions, including nutrients, crop protection products, seed, service, and digital tools for optimum customer success. Talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex. Nutrien Ag Solutions, transforming agriculture and feeding the future.
All right, welcome back here. 2:48 to go in this ball game. Waco Wayland Warriors up by 20 points on Coon Rapids-Bayard. Lots of points going on here. Lots of offense. Capped off that last one from Isaac Rich, 5th touchdown catch of the day from Clayton Miller.
Returnable.
That is going to be returnable. That is going to be returned there by Bennett Heiderscheit. Heiderscheit gets the 20.
From up here, the 8s and 6s.
Just this running style is the only way I can kind of tell those two apart. So they're down by 20 with 2:42 left. And it is getting that number 1 offense back out there for Coach Moore.
If you're Coon Rapids-Bayard, I think you only suited up 17 kids, so it's not like you have.
That's true.
You don't have a whole second team that you can go to. Maybe you've got some guys that are younger that you want to get out there in a couple different spots, but your options are a little more limited with the lack of depth that you have.
So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Crusaders. They're going to do a quick pass, a Heiderscheit. Heiderscheit tries to make one man miss with a stiff arm. He gets tackled just shy of the first down, I think.
To the 34-yard line where they spotted. So, no,
29-yard line. So there we go, just shy. So, yeah, 2nd and 1 coming up. Let's see if I'm thinking that right. So, Caden Oswald did have 1 catch. Otherwise, Heidenscheit has all of the catches for the Crusaders.
Down to 2 minutes and some change left in this one.
White Oswald breaks that huddle. Going to be Max Sherburne out wide there for the Crusaders. Good snap. Oswald's going to take it his own, but he gets cut down quick. I kind of thought he had an edge, but he gets going to be cut down for no gain on that rush. So 3rd and 1 here. Clock is ticking. We got 1:40 left here in the ball game. I mean, we knew no doubt about it. These were going to be 2 good games here. They knew they were going to be good teams because they handpicked these teams. Going to be a great matchup, and it definitely was here. If you like offense, you're going to definitely like this game here today. Different styles as well, Trevor. I kind of like the Waco got into the passing game, and here Caden Oswald was the name of the game on the offense for the Crusaders. Definitely a good game to watch here up in West Des Moines Valley.
It's been a long game. Nothing wrong with that, though, on a Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening, and just the first of 2 games. So, I mean, if you're just a casual 8-man football fan in the Des Moines area, this is a pretty good day for you because Fremont Mills, Turkey Valley, going to square off in a little bit. Very interesting matchup there. Both teams kind of young. Fremont Mills, a lot of new faces in the lineup. Very much looking forward to that one.
4th and 1 to go. Under a minute left here. Oswald's looking back to pass. Does go up the middle. Different receiver attempted this time. Was Bauer. They're going to say someone got there a little too early, so Coon Rapids will stick with the ball. Clayton Miller, about the only thing he's done wrong today.
Yeah, I don't know that I love that call, Dusty. But that's what they called, so will be a first down because of the spot.
Referee's going to ref.
Yes. I mean, if it's a penalty, it's a penalty, I suppose.
March it off there. We're going to go to the 36-yard line of Waco.
So Coon Rapids will get a chance to keep their offense on the field.
So it'll be another long pass there, trying to find brother to brother. Caden Oswald comes up short, cannot get it though. So incomplete pass, 33 seconds left to go in the ball game. Play clock is starting to run. I think some of those Crusaders got to hustle back a little bit more than they were. They're just kind of walking back from that long pass. And they're going to tell those 2 players to just kind of go off to the sideline. If you're not going to make it back in time, just go ahead. We can manage with other players here with these last 33 seconds. 2nd and 10 to go from the Waco 36-yard line.
Yeah, Caden Oswald coming out of the game. He's had a long day. I think he's earned a chance to clock out.
They're going to call a quick penalty here. So, yeah, like you said, Caden Oswald, a lot going on. He had 15 rushes, 146 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ethan Bauer ends up with 9 rushes, 75 yards, and a touchdown. And White Oswald had those 3 touchdowns on 17 yards rushing. When it came to receiving, Gavin Heiderscheit had a big day, 6 receptions, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Caden Oswald also had a catch for 8 yards. So Wyatt Oswald ends up 7 of 13, 98 yards, and 1 touchdown thrown for the Crusaders. Flip it over to the Warrior side of things. For rushing, Loudon Housingay, 15 attempts, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Clayton Miller ended up with 57 yards. But the big one for Miller, 14 of 20 on 353 and 7 touchdowns.
It's a pretty good day. Now we get to delay a game
This game
tacked
just
on. Yeah,
won't
it refuses
end.
to end.
So on the receiving side for the Warriors, big day for Isaac Rich. 6 catches, 158 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, if you're Gage Samo, you're going to go to your quarterback and have a thing to pick with him. I also had 6 catches, but why did I only end up with 1 touchdown? 6 catches, 114 yards, 1 touchdown for Gage. And then Loudon Housingay had that 1 catch for 68 yards and a touchdown. And then Niles Reichenbach, he found his way in there, had 1 catch for 13 yards as well for the Warriors.
Yeah, Samo was kind of their, they got him on some jet sweeps early on.
Real early on.
Yep. I mean, all in all, just a really efficient day for the Waco Wayland passing attack. And, I mean, that's the difference now as we're down to the final 30 seconds.
Oof, that's going to be a folded-up situation there.
That was, I think,
Heiderscheit, the younger Bennett Heiderscheit gets folded up there. So, trying to do some quick math. For the year, roughly, Clayton Miller is going to be over 500 yards on the year.
And this one's
and 11 or 10 touchdowns already in 2 games. So that's it. That's all. 66-46. Waco Warriors going to come away with that non-district win. They actually go to 2-0 on the year. They played a week 0 game, so they're going to be heading in 2-0 as they take on Iowa Valley next week. That's going to be an away game for them. That'll be an interesting matchup to take note on the other side of the state. And then Coon Rapids-Bayard, like Trevor said, will start district play. They will be taking on Baxter at home next week, looking for a rebound win there versus the Bolts of Baxter. But here in this game in West Des Moines Valley, 66-46, that's going to be that wrap-up in the game. Nice game there from Clayton Miller. He probably gets the nod on player of the game from Trevor and I.
Mm-hmm. I'd say he earned it.
Yeah, I would say he earned it as well. For Coon Rapids-Bayard, good effort by both Wyatt and Caden Oswald. Ethan Bauer did a good job running the ball late for him as well. Coach Moore, a lot of good things to draw on, a lot of things he can work on as well, but hey, he can't be hanging his head too low as his squad was up against a tough team on a hot day with not many numbers. But I'm sure he's not going to be looking for excuses by any means. Coach Moore knows what he's doing. They will bounce back. They're going to put together a good season. We know that here at KMA. Dusty Scahill, Trevor Mader on this call. Hey, if you are interested in more 8-man football coming up at 7, we got another one. Fremont Mills and Turkey Valley. Same place here at West Des Moines Valley, here at the Battle of the Valleys. Stay tuned for that one. We'll be back on the Extreme for that at 7 o'clock. Listen in. But we'll go ahead and we're going to take a break and come back for some post-game.
It'll be a new link. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up, try to get some post-game interviews. We'll chat with Coon Rapids-Bayard head coach Chris Moore. But we will have Fremont Mills, Turkey Valley. I would think they're still going to be on time to start at 7 o'clock. It'll be on our YouTube channel or KMAland.com.
Check out that link on KMAland.com for that different link. Check us out here on 7 o'clock. We'll be back here at 7 here in West Des Moines Valley.